Hello, my gorgeous light beings, my healers, my star seeds, my light workers. Welcome or welcome back to my channel, The Pleiadian Priestess. As always, I have a juicy reading for you guys today, and today's reading will be the next second episode or part in my Halloween series, okay? So my first reading was Will They Be a Trick or a Treat, which should be posted today by 8 p.m., which is Tuesday, and I'm filming the next one for Thursday. And I'm excited, okay, because it's officially October. Like, you don't know how hard, guys, I've been waiting for October and waiting to save these two decks, which I got before October came. Very spooky themed decks. I have been saving them, as you can see, because they haven't been opened yet. All the willpower in the world, okay, to wait and open them for October, to use for October readings. I knew if I opened them beforehand, I was going to be using them for readings before. My willpower when it comes to things I'm excited about are next to none, okay? So I waited, I was patient. I got these like maybe 2 weeks already and I haven't opened them. I have more coming in, which I'm super excited about. Like, I'm going full in for October. I already have mad October decks, or Halloween decks, I should say. But I needed more. Who doesn't need more? But yes, this reading, I'm sorry, I got distracted. This reading is going to be about who is haunted by your beauty, your presence, and what about you haunts them. So we're going to get into that thing. It's a very generic, it's a very basic Halloween kind of reading that many readers have done. I have done one about this on my previous channel, but this is my first time that I'm doing it on a channel where I'm like actually excited. So not that I wasn't excited before, but I have more. I'll leave it there. Okay, so what I'm going to do first and foremost is do a little unboxing with you guys. So we're going to open these. Even though there's no box, I'm going to open them and get like my first impressions for anyone who's interested in sticking around for that. So this is the Halloween Tarot, okay? I've used a few Halloween decks so far. I've used the Buffy the Vampire Slayer Tarot. I've used the Hocus Pocus. And then I've used a Jack-o'-lantern Tarot. This one is new. I wanted to get it last year, but I couldn't. So I tried to pace myself. You know, there should be a new deck you get every year for Halloween. Why not, you know? So I got this one this year. And like I said, it's the Halloween Tarot. I got a small version because, child, I don't have space for a whole bunch, okay? So we have the small version of these. This is a lot of opening. Find decks used to be my favorite thing, but I stopped since I had too many. Now I started again. I don't know where I'm going to put them, but they're going to go somewhere. It says the Shopaholic. Open. There we go. So already they're like basic kind of cards. Basic. We start off with this one. They are kind of flimsy, I would say, but they're cute. They will serve their purpose. They will serve their purpose. Now these I'm excited about. It's 42 cards and a guidebook. This is called, if you couldn't read it, the Earth and Bone Oracle. Obviously it has skulls and stuff like that, so it's giving Halloween. It's also a pretty newer deck because I haven't seen it before. So, and yes, we have the smooth boxing, so you know it's official. Okay, let's open this, get the cards out, and look at that. That's beautiful. I feel like detailing matters when you do an oracle deck or a tarot deck. These were kind of like whatever. They're like I feel like the Rider-Waite tarots are always kind of like basic. Even the theme ones, there's a Christmas theme one, of course Halloween theme ones. They're all pretty basic. When you do like an oracle deck, look at that. Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. I hope you can see it. Okay. I love it. I love it. And these are, oh, you heard that? Hold on. Like, can you hear that first of, you know, stretching them out? Oh, beautiful, gorgeous. Okay, so that is done. Now, what I'm going to do, I guess, is pull 3. How many decks are we doing today, Spirit? I don't know, but we gotta do a good shuffle. However many cards come out. How many groups are we doing today? 1, How many groups I know we're not doing one group today. Don't do that. I guess we'll do 4. Why not? Can I get a card for my group 2s, please? Spirit, group 2s. Okay, this is group 2. Make sure not to get them mixed up. Group 3, please, Spirit. Group 3. Can I get a card for my group 3s? Okay, you kind of... Oh, I heard you shuffling. Okay. Ooh. And then for my group 4s, please, Spirit. My group 4s. Can I get a card for my group 4s? Group 4s. Okay, there we go. So for group 1, we have Ascension. Okay. For group 2, we have Shadow. For group 3, we have Beloved, which already kind of turned over. So spoiler alert. And then for group 4, we have Faith. Interesting. Hope you can see it. So we have group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4. You're going to choose a card, the energy, the words, the number 1 through 4 that calls out to you the most. Okay, remember this is about what is haunting you. Oh my gosh, who is haunted by your beauty, your presence, and what about you haunts them? Okay, so we're going to get into that in this reading. I hope all the cards are being seen properly and there's no lopsidedness. Okay, because it's not easy for me to check it now. I'm in a different location than I have been for the past 2 readings. It was easy for me to hop up then and see if they were crooked. I can't do that now without a whole lot of. So we're going to choose what you want to choose. And as always, I will see you gorgeous people at your reading. Wait. For those of you who are interested and you're still watching, I'm about to be burning myself. Look at this cute little candle I got. It's I Put a Spell on You Hocus Pocus candle that I got from FYE like months ago. At the beginning of the year, it was on sale. And I snatched it up not knowing what I was snatching it up for. That was even before I started this channel, I believe. And now I can use it for Halloween. So that's cute. But now I'm done. I'll see you guys at your reading. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group 1s. Welcome to your reading. If you chose Ascension, the number 34, perhaps, group 1, the picture, however you got here, welcome to your reading. This is my 2nd episode in my Halloween series that I'm so excited to do. I've been waiting, like I said in the intro. If you stuck around for the unboxing, I did other 2 decks that I'm using in today's reading. I waited. I had them for weeks now, and I waited so long, and my patience was tested, and I finally opened them with you guys. If you're interested in watching that, go back and watch it. If you're not, it's fine as well. It wasn't that long, I can say, but you chose this card, you're here. Today's reading is going to be about episode 2. Who is haunted by your beauty and what about your beauty haunts them? Okay, so it's a very generic Halloween topic that many a reader have done many a time, many a year, but I have done the who's haunted by you. I haven't done the who's haunted by your beauty. That could be very different than the person who's haunted by you in general. So I may have to do another reading about who's haunted by you, but this is like your beauty, since that seems to be the thing that gets a lot of views on this channel. I don't know why. I've never considered myself someone who's going to talk about what you look like and what people like about you, but I guess that's what my lane right now. So today we're using the Earth and Bone Oracle. Okay, it honors the concepts of rebirth and transformation. Okay, and then we are using the Halloween Tarot. That's just it, the Halloween Tarot. I wanted this deck last year, but I decided to get the mini version since I didn't really need it. It's not going to be a everyday kind of deck that I'm going to be using. But what I do love to do with decks that I use for the first time, group 1 always like it's a little special because you guys get the Fool at the bottom of the deck and the cards are still in order before I shuffle them. Okay, the energies have already been cleansed before the reading, so I don't have to, you know, smudge them and all that. But it's just cute that group 1 always gets the Fool at the bottom of the deck. Hey, stop it. Acting up. There could be something about you guys acting up. I was going to say something about that because the Fool being at the bottom of the deck could have something to do with your reading and what they like about your beauty. is that you really just wild out and do whatever you want. The Fool is someone who's on a journey. He is a novice. He is not ashamed of making any mistakes or misstepping, because he's new at it, and he knows he's new at it, and he's just, what do they call it these days? He's crashing out as the generation, whatever this new generation says. And these words they be making up. I'm like, huh? Can we go back to when I understood what you meant by that? Crash out. So basically just do whatever you want, while out, as another generation would say it, just go crazy, essentially. And it's like not care about what anybody has to say about you, or how anybody feels about how you look or how you dress. That could be what this person really loves about your beauty, and that's haunting them, but I guess we're supposed to be getting into the who, but whatever comes first, it doesn't really matter. We'll get into the who after, but we're getting into why are they haunted by your beauty, because you just do whatever you want. You don't really care what anybody has to say about you. Like I said, you just crash out. You know what I mean? But I love how we have ascensions. I did say that the Fool is the beginning. He's going on a journey. He doesn't care. He's trying everything, doing everything. It's kind of like someone who's at a buffet. You're like, why am I just sticking to one kind of food when the buffet is obviously here for all kinds of foods? I'm going to try a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of everything. I'm not going to place myself in a box. I'm hearing nobody puts baby in a corner. So when it comes to your aesthetic and your beauty and your looks, you love everything. You're going to dress as everything. You're not going to I don't think you have like a specific set aesthetic, because some people dress mainly gothic, some people dress mainly in all black, some people dress mainly in pink, some people dress mainly in boho chic, some people have their lanes and they stick to that lane. You are definitely someone, people have cottage core, stuff like that. You are definitely with the wind. You go with the wind. You wake up, whatever dress is feels nice for you. So maybe you are someone who does like have a set piece of clothing you wear, dresses, but you don't, the theme goes from here, there, and everywhere. You could be dressing up as a princess every single day, and that's just you, but it's a different princess from a different movie, from a different aesthetic, from a different culture, but you're definitely dressed up as a princess. Maybe there is something about your aesthetic or your beauty that gives off like princess, it gives off Belle, it gives off all the beautiful princesses, but I think Belle was the one who was considered the most beautiful of the village. Belle is the most beautiful girl in the village. That makes her the best. That could be what your person, what haunts them about your beauty, that you're the most beautiful girl in the village. Now, what I do want to say is that this doesn't have to be a specific person from your past or someone you had a bad falling out with. It's just something that haunts them. It could be someone you're with right now. Like, what haunts them about your beauty? What they think about you? Someone you're with, someone you're not with, It doesn't have to be particularly bad blood, but you could be watching for someone and the person that comes through is an ex, or the person that comes through is someone you know now. I'm going to get into that, but your beauty wants to come through first and foremost. So this person is very much fixated on you and your beauty. They're like, it doesn't even matter. I don't care about me. I don't care about me. It's about her or him, But the butterfly is someone who's always transforming. And the words we have here are transformation, end of a cycle, and beginnings. So it's kind of like they see you in one thing, and I do feel like as you move along, you kind of pick up on aesthetics that you gear more towards. But like I said, at the end of the day, you're still not just one specific thing, because we have someone who may have tried to wear all black and it didn't work for you. You didn't like how you looked. It didn't feel right for you. You never wore all black again, but you continue to dibble and dabble in the few aesthetics you do like to wear, but they're all not the same, is what I'm saying. Okay. But yeah, because with the whole end of a cycle, it's like there's some things you like kind of put away on the shelf. This person may want you to bring back. That could be their kind of type. Maybe you tried to dress for their gaze. Like they like people who wear princess dresses, or girls who wear frilly skirts and or short skirts or heels. You try to put on for that person because you like them, wanted to be with them, whatever. But you just realize it wasn't your style, and it's like, now you dress more for what you want to dress. You dress for yourself, which is something they also admire. But there's something here about maybe you trying to like wear something that appealed to them more than it appealed to you, and you just wore it one time and never really went back to it because you didn't care for it. And that's something they're fixated on as well. Very specific, I know, but it will resonate for who it resonates for. Now I want to get some cards. So like I said, we're starting off with you because they said it's all about you. So maybe that's something else about your beauty. You make it all, like I said, you make it all about you. It's not about what they want, what the masses want, what society wants. It's about what you want to wear. These shuffles so cute. Okay, please, Spirit, what about their beauty haunts the person who will come through whenever they decide to come through? We have 10 of bats. Now, how the heck am I supposed to know what bats are in this deck? 10 of bats. Was that wands? Cups. The cards just flying out. Page of bats. 4 of pumpkins. So I'm gonna guess pumpkins or pentacles. We're gonna see. I feel like these decks and their themes are kind of contradictory. You with bats sound like wands, right? But then watch it be swords or something. We have Queen of Pumpkins. I do think this is the Queen of Pentacles, but why is she in reverse? Okay. I'm hearing racy. Maybe you're someone who dresses not motherly. Because the Queen of Pentacles kind of gives me well put together, kind of corporate suits, the stuffy kind of person if she were to be described as an aesthetic. And I kind of feel like you go against that. Maybe you're a mother, but you're a cool mom. You know, you're like the lady from Mean Girls, where she's like, I'm not a regular mom, I'm a cool mom. And she's wearing the sweatshirts with the girls and how you want to dress like them. So maybe you keep in touch with your feminine side or your sexy side, and becoming a mother did not make you want to dress all dowdy and closed up and stuff like that. It's not something that's coming through. So we have 9 of Ghosts. This is giving 9 of Cups. So Ghost is Cups. 3 of Pumpkins, that is definitely Pentacles. King of Bats. So water, Pentacles. So bats would give, and then imps. Ace of Imps. What would imps be? Will that be wands? Okay, guys, give me something here. 7 of Imps. That pissed me off. This person's holding a sword, so maybe imps are pages. Do they tell us in the book? What? Yo. The way this tin thing almost flew across the room, that's crazy. There could be something about you flying across the room. I don't know. Okay, so they tell us on page, let me see. What do y'all tell us? Tell us the suits. It's at 24, the minor arcana. The suit of pumpkins are pentacles. The suit of ghosts are cups. The suit of bats. Okay, so the bats are swords. Cool. We got that down pat. So then the imps would be wands, which I wanted to guess. So we have the 10 of swords for you guys. We have strength, we have bats, we have 4 pumpkins, and we have more pumpkins than anything else. Then we also have strength. Okay. So for your beauty, like, look at this person. They're fully drowning, and wands are not, I mean, swords are not usually like someone like drowning. This is someone drowning in a pool of water, which is why I was like, cups? You know what I mean? It's kind of like, I'm hearing show stopping, or you take your breath away, because I'm hearing that song, take my breath away. That song is coming through. So I kind of feel like you take their breath away with your beauty. But 10 of swords, like something about stressing them out is what just came through really clearly after I took some time to like think on it. Maybe this person like gets like a hit of energy, or wow, didn't I say that this tin can wants to be thrown across the room? There's something here about this person maybe wanting to pick you up and throw you across the room when they are with you. There's something here about them wanting to pick something up and throw it across the room because they're upset that people are looking at you, or you're getting a lot of attention. But something here about stressing them out, or a lot of like, they don't understand why they feel that pulse of energy whenever they see you. And it's because it's almost like you're stressing them. So what does Anwar call it? Vasopressin. Like, you bring their vasopressin up. Like, I have to be in protector mode now. I have to make sure no one's going to come and look at her wrong. No one's going to be too much in her face. Like, there's something about that. You kind of stress them out when they're with you, because it's like, oh my gosh, now I got to sit here and be extra alert to make sure nobody comes and steals my girl, or a guy's not looking at her the wrong way or touching her in the wrong way. That kind of thing is coming through. So it's like, oh my gosh, like, I love when she dresses this way, but I also hate when she dresses this way, because there's something, like I said, about I'm Belle, you're the Belle is the most beautiful girl in the village. That makes her the best. And all the guys like feeding after Belle and wanting to get her attention while also thinking she was weird. So it's something about that as well. Like, Belle was always revered as someone who was beautiful, but then people also thought she was very, you know, peculiar. You know what I mean? She was strange, that kind of thing. So there could be something about that. Maybe you guys have like a sexy librarian thing going on, because you are someone who's unassuming. She was reading and minding her business, but everybody was feeding for her, you know what I mean? And they were like, even though she's obsessed with books and she's so, you know, weird, we still like her, we still think she's beautiful, you know, that kind of thing. We still want to talk to her and maybe think and hope that one day she'll come around to our way of thinking. So that's society, essentially. The society that was around Belle was like, she acts different, we don't like that, but we still think she's beautiful, you know? And we're still going to try to talk to her and see why she's that way. We still want to be around her, but knowing that there's nothing we can really do, we're going to keep trying anyway, you know? So that could be the thing as well. Guys, no, or girls, whatever is the opposite sex, or both, honestly, could come and hit on you, maybe not knowing if you like guys or girls, they're going to come hit on you, and your person's like, oh my gosh, like, here we go. Another person trying to take my girl, you know, that kind of thing coming through. And even though they know you're not interested, the way Belle was not really trying to be one of them, people know you're not interested, they still talk to you anyway, because you're just that pretty. It's kind of like, and you know what's funny? I was seeing a video on, it was TikTok or Instagram, where there's like a stud girl. So she's obviously gay, and she dressed like a man. She's like, why do y'all see how I look? Y'all know I'm not interested in y'all, and y'all men will still try to come and shoot y'all shot. And then a guy stitched it and said, because we're used to studs looking, you know, crazy, or like men, essentially, you're still a beautiful girl, and you're trying to tell us if Beyonce wasn't in dressing up as a boy, we still wouldn't shoot our shot. No, we're still gonna try to talk to you because you look beautiful. You don't look enough like a man for us to be like, nah, we're not interested. No, you're still pretty. You're just in guys' clothes, okay? If Beyonce or Shakira or somebody was in guys' clothes, we would still shoot our shot because they're still Beyonce and Shakira. What you mean? That's basically what the guy was saying. So people know you're not interested. You could have like a lot of guys walking up to you and talking to you even though you like girls. A lot of girls walking up and talking to you even though you like guys. If you're a girl, people of both sex coming up and talking to you because they like the way you look, and your person just always like, oh my, whoever this is, whether you're a man or you're a woman or someone who's just from on the sidelines looking, they're always stressed, like, oh my gosh, why are they getting so much attention? Like, I gotta sit here and fight tooth and nail for this girl or for this guy. You know what I mean? That's the kind of thing coming through. So that kind of stresses them out to the point of exhaustion. They're just like, oh Lord, here we go again, you know? Which is why they couldn't want to get violent or start throwing things, like throw you over their shoulder and carry you out of the club or whatever, caveman style or firefighter style. So here we have strength, and there's something here about your personality coming through very strongly. You have a strong personality. You're stubborn, you're hard-headed, you don't want to change for anyone or do what anyone says, so you don't have to listen. You don't like to listen, group ones, and that is something about your beauty. So people tell you, babe, can you dress like this tonight so I don't gotta stress or worry about you or play bodyguard? No. And you still do whatever you want to do, child, because like I said, you're on that full journey of maybe serving yourself or doing what you love and finding what you love, and this works best for you. This is what makes you feel comfortable. If I can't wear this, I'm not going out, period. Now it's another fight, you know, that kind of thing. So strong-willed is what I should say. Very courageous as well, because it doesn't have to be anything particularly revealing, but what you wear calls attention to you, and you still wear it, you don't care. And it takes a very strong person to wear things they know is going to attract attention, good and negative, and still go out and wear it. So this person's kind of admiring you, very much lusting after you, but all those feelings in one, they're also violent or upset or, you know, a little agitated, and they don't know why they're feeling that way, but it's because they know whenever they go out with you, they have to fight people off, you know? We have the Page of Bats, which we have associated with the Page of Swords. I don't know why this is giving me like flowing, because swords are like airy, light. So there's something here about you maybe being light on your feet. That could be something like a physical trait where you're very light on your feet. You could definitely be a dancer. I'm hearing very limber. You could be very flexible. Okay, that's coming through as well. And that's something like about your physical beauty. You can like a lot of yeah, drapey kind of clothing, because here she has a skirt, but then she has tights on under it. Here she has a scarf flowing in the wind, and then she has a a bag that's like a tote bag or over the shoulder kind of bag, you know what I mean? So you can always have like a big bag full of stuff and you force them to hold it. That could be something coming through. For those of you in relationships, there's something here about you wearing way too many layers. You know what I mean? Maybe you're someone who gets cold very easily, so you have to wear a lot of layers even if it's fully summer outside. I'm getting graphic tees. The way she has this big pumpkin on her tee. So there is something about you like people coming up and maybe striking conversations with you based on what you have on your tee. Like if you're wearing a Twilight shirt, they're gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, I love Twilight." You know what I mean? If you're wearing what is it called, Game of Thrones shirt, people were coming up and talking to you, "Oh my gosh, I love that shirt." Da, da, da. And like, "Oh my gosh, here we go." So the fact that you're someone who is so approachable, beauty, like physically, it makes them upset. And that's a Page of Swords, talky, chatty. Yeah, you're always talking to people, or people are always feeling comfortable enough to come and talk up to you, and this person's like, "Oh, here we go again," you know? Here we have the Four of Pumpkins, which is the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, that's that possessive energy coming through. I don't know why they have this thing dressed up like this. Is giving a pickle cucumber body, and then we have peas as legs and hands. And that's what I was saying, you could walk outside and like have like a costume as well. I'm also being drawn to this I Put a Spell on You on this candle that I got. It's a Hocus Pocus candle. Where's the box? Where did I put it? It's somewhere. But it's a Hocus Pocus candle that I had purchased like towards the beginning of the year, before I even started this channel. I just had it there, and now I remember that I had it when I was like I'm doing Halloween series. Why don't you bring out the candle? And I did. So it says, if I could do it without, I put a spell on you, if you guys can see that. So you kind of put a spell on people, your person in general. Halloween could also be a thing for you as well, because like I said, this costume is really outrageous, and no matter how outrageous you look or how many layers you put on, it's like people are still always coming up and talking to you. A strong personality is definitely something coming through. It's kind of like, even when they're upset, you have a way of kind of like saying, "It's okay, like I'm still yours, like it doesn't matter how many people walk up to me, I'm still yours, you don't gotta worry about them," that kind of thing coming through. But yeah, Four of Pumpkins is very possessive of your energy. You're also very possessive of your energy. They're possessive of you, and you're possessive of you too. You know? Because even what's her name, Belle, all she wanted in the movie Belle, so like I said, princess, core, that kind of thing could be coming through. All she wanted was someone who accepted her as she was, someone who would give her a library, someone who would allow her to travel and see the world. That's all she wanted. Someone who liked her for her, literally. She was like, "I just need a man who's going to travel with me, who's going to let me read my books in peace and not look at me as weird, who's going to know that I have a duty to my father and I have to take care of him." She didn't ask for nothing much. You know, she wasn't picky. She didn't have a bad personality. But when, that scene in Beauty and the Beast where he's like, "Come and eat dinner," and she's like, "No, I don't want to eat dinner with you," and then he's like, "Then starve," and she literally stayed in her room to starve. And if the food didn't come after he went to bed to come feed her and show her what would be so good about staying in the castle, because they want her to stay to break the spell, she would have starved for real. She was like, "Okay, and will close my door." And she was in the room tying all these things together to get up out of her castle. I love Belle. I love Belle. That's you. You're gonna find a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. Nobody's changing your mind. If you gotta starve, you're gonna starve. You know what I mean? You're always sitting, and look, Beauty and the Beast, essentially. She's the Beauty and the Beast. You're always calm, I'm like, "It's okay, babe. Like, I'm yours. Like, don't worry about how many people talk to me. I'm still yours at the end of the day. Who's taking me home and breaking my back?" Let me stop. I'm done. I'm sorry. Who's taking me home and doing this and doing that? Not them, you. And that's how you kind of like placate them and make them feel a little bit better, you know? I do think this person does think they're batting above their weight. They do think that you're like the prize in the connection, which is why straight from the beginning they didn't want to focus on them. Because I was going to say who the person was and what did they like about you. This person said no, focus on her or him, them. So yeah, Four of Pentacles. Yeah, you wear weird costumes. You could, because I am getting the vibe of this is the most ridiculous thing you could ever wear, and your person standing beside you like, "Yup, and I'm gonna stick beside her, and I'm gonna stick beside him, and I'm gonna stick beside them." You know what I mean? That's my man. I'm gonna stick beside him. That's it. No matter how ridiculous you look, they're like, I'm gonna stick beside her. You know what I mean? That's my baby. And they may ask, like, do you have to wear this? I don't feel like fighting guys off or fighting people for making fun of you, because they could be very protective of you with the Four of Pentacles. I don't feel like people telling you why you're wearing that or looking too closely or asking questions or giving you the dirty looks, because then I'm gonna feel some type of way and feel like I'm gonna have to, you know, gonna get violent or get upset. And like, yeah, I'm wearing it. Like, okay, you know. Here we have the Queen of Pumpkins. Yeah, there's something very unconventional about your look. Very unconventional about your look. The Queen of Pentacles is definitely someone who's more conservative. I would say out of all the queens, she's more conservative. She's wearing the clothes that cover her up the most. This person is definitely not doing that. So maybe there's something here about you being their Queen of Pentacles, because they're the King of Pentacles essentially, but you're not the most conventional Queen of Pentacles. So you could be the mom, you're the, you know, you're the business owner, you're the worker, you know, what can I say, the mom who works as well, that kind of thing. So you are the archetype of the Queen of Pentacles. You're very nurturing, you're very warm, you're very safe, you're also very firm and very stern. You do what you want to do. Nobody's bossing the Queen of Pentacles around. She's the one bossing everybody else around, you know? And not in a Queen of Wands way. It's in a very much like, I know what's best. Mother knows best. Listen to me. But you're not dressing like you're a mother. You know, you're dressing sexy. So you, like I said, it's giving MILF or DILF. Okay? Anything else? And the Queen of Pentacles is very fertile. Look at how we have the rabbit I'm seeing here. Very fertile kind of energy. There could be something here, but you have like a very curvilicious kind of body. Because if anybody has that, it's giving Queen of Pentacles. I feel like each queen has their own little aesthetic going. And like I said, you are supposed to be someone who may be curvier, a little heavier. I'm hearing very hippie. You have like a lot of hips. You know what I mean? And you wear things that accentuate those things. And those like very prominent things that cannot be missed. So if you're wearing things that are accentuating those hips or the waist or the curvature or the Coke bottle or the curvier shape you have, here your man come like, oh my gosh, here we go, everybody gonna be looking at her hips and her booty and all kind of stuff, and they just get stressed out. But that's suppressing. On Anwar said it. Anwar said, stress that man out, because that's what makes him want to stay or solve problems for you or fix it for you. Fix it, Jesus. You know what I mean? You stressed. Oh, don't be his peace, be his stress. Is what that man said. Okay, so that's what you are for this person. You are their stress, but they take it like a knock on the chin. They're gonna stick beside you, like I said. Okay. Anything else coming through? But the Strength card coming through is giving Leo energy, and Leo is very much hair. So you could have like very big, very voluptuous, very curly, very, you know, hair. Or there's something about your hair being highlighted, so it could be the color, you know, or the wig color you choose, that kind of thing. Or it's braids. I'm hearing goddess locks or goddess braids or boho braids, something about that coming through. There could be something here about you wearing your hair in a short kind of hairstyle, and you can pull it off for some of you here, because we're getting a few different hairstyles. We have dark and long hair, like black hair, which is very rare, might I add, like pure black hair. So there could be something rare about that. People ask you, oh my gosh, is that your normal hair color black? And I'm like, you're like, yeah, and you're always getting a bunch of questions on that. Then here we have a low bun. So like when your hair is away from your face and like snatch, you know, when your hair is put away, because that could be something they like, because you don't get as many questions about, oh my gosh, your hair is so beautiful, what kind of hair products do you use, da, 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 blah, 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 can I touch it, you know, that kind of thing. Especially I'm hearing if you're in an interracial relationship and you're around white people a lot, they're gonna ask, is that your real hair, blah blah blah, blah. And your boyfriend just so happens to be white or of a different religion or culture, you know, race. You're like, you stick out or you stand out whenever you're around their people, because their culture is like regular hair and your hair is something different, you know. And they're always asking, this person's like, oh my gosh, here we go, here the question's gonna go again, like, we're going to meet my parents, you know, they're conservative, can you dress this way? No. Okay. You know what I mean? That's essentially what's coming through for you guys. This person does like to be strong for you, but I do feel like in the connection, you are their baby. Like, you know, how men like to be like, oh, extra mushy and gushy to their partners, that kind of thing. And I was gonna say something about a ringleader, because that's exactly what she is in the Strength card. She's the ringleader, and the lion, she's, you know, taming the lions. You kind of tame them, and when they're with you, like, you're the one that's like, you know, they become like little and squishy and that kind of thing when they're with you, is the definitely something that comes through as well. So like if you are someone with a big energy, the fact that you're able to kind of be the one in charge, the Queen of Pentacles, for a little bit, while they get to kind of be, you know, baby for a little bit, they kind of like that as well too. Like, you take care of everything. You know what I mean? You know what's coming through? I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at you. There was like a meme of like Beyonce and Jay-Z, like where she's like walking very regal-esque, you know, lion-esque towards something, and we have Jay-Z in the back kind of like, like, you know, that the shoulders up, kind of tiptoeing kind of motion, like you got in trouble, or you're trying to run from something, or you're scared, or you're trying to be quiet, the tippy toe posture. It's like, what was it going around as? It was a meme of like, when you ask her to tell them that you didn't order your food that way, or something like that. So the girl has to be the bully and say, hey, my man didn't order this, you ordered that. And he's like behind you like, oh yeah, you know what I mean? Because he can't do it himself. That's literally what's coming through. I know some of y'all saw, I have seen that, when exactly what I'm talking about. It's like when the girl has to be the bully, like I said, essentially, the guy gets to be like, oh, you know, babe, I didn't order my spaghetti like this, and you saying, hey, where's the manager? He didn't order, you know, that kind of thing is coming through for sure. Like that loud personality as well. That's funny. You guys are funny. Your person's funny anyway. So, and at the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Ghosts, which is the Nine of Pentacles. So it's kind of like their wish come true as well. And look at how we have all these ghosties behind this person. This person just sitting there satisfied, knowing that all their personalities are just, you know, running around in their mind, you know. So I do feel like you maybe put a different persona or a different name to certain aesthetics you wear, you know what I mean? Where some black women say, oh, I want to see other people. Okay, who you want to see today? And the girl go grab her different color wig, that kind of thing, and put on that personality for the day. Like, you want to date other people? Who you want me to be? I got you. You know, that kind of thing. It's like, it's supposed to be a joke, essentially. But there is something here about you having like a lot of different, this is people crowding around you because you're everybody's dream person, dream woman, dream man, whatever. And look at all these ghosts like, oh yes, yes, yes. You know what I mean? Feeding behind you, crowding you, and your person like, here we go again. That's my confirmation. Or there's something here about you like deciding what you're gonna be today. You know what I mean? And you know what I'm hearing? Oh my gosh, this is a long buried memory. What is it? What's it called? Wanna Do City? Like when I used to live in Florida, at the big mall we had, Sawgrass Mall, they had a place called Wanna Do City, where you could go there as a kid and your parents would pay for you to become any profession you would want. And they would take you, if you wanted to be a chef, they would take you to the kitchen and you would cook something. If you wanted to be a firefighter, you would go to the firefighter little thing they had and you would be a firefighter. So whatever you wanted to do, because it's called Wanna Do, whatever you want to do, you could go there and do. They had a bunch of different professions, you know. That was cool. I don't think I ever got to go, maybe like once, but it was like a really cool concept, honestly. That's what you are. You get up every day and like, what am I gonna be today? What am I gonna do today? What wig I'm gonna put on today? What hairstyle I'm gonna put on today? Like, you're very, like, you always change up your hair a lot, because I did mention hair with Leo energy there, that kind of thing. There's red, very big red, like Merida. I didn't want to mention her earlier when I mentioned princesses, so this is a confirmation. Merida could be coming through as well. The brown hair for a bell could be coming through as well. This person's long, dark hair is giving me Princess Jasmine, because she's the only princess I can think of besides Mulan. So Mulan could be coming through that had long black hair. So you guys can have the personality of those princesses, okay? Merida, she was brave, very brave, and had to go to very extreme lengths to save her family. Here we have Belle. She also went to extreme lengths to save her father's life. And so did Mulan. Wow. And Jasmine, she didn't go to extreme lengths, but she was very smart, quick-witted, and very feisty. Okay. Anything else that wants to come out? No, I was supposed to go for the other oracle cards, these ones, and get like one more card before I ended it out. Oh no, we're supposed to go over who this is. Okay. Ooh, and look, we have the lion. Y'all gonna stop playing in my face. Y'all gonna stop playing. And look, we have warrior, which is Mulan, is it not? And also, Jasmine, because she was ready to go to bat. She was ready to fight. She was, like I said, very feisty. Here we have inner strength, clarity, and presence. And it's funny that I also wanted to say, after the fact, I wanted to say who is haunted by your beauty and presence. So it's not even just your beauty, it's your presence that haunt people, your person, whoever this person is. Interesting. Your inner strength. You could have scars on your face, but there is something here about hair. I'm also hearing Aslan from, you know, the Chronicles of Narnia. That could be important for somebody as well. Aslan. You could look really good in yellow, orange, and blue. It's something coming through. So I really like about your present. What they think of those colors. Orange is sacral chakra, so it makes sense. You know, they want to get freaky deaky. I wanna get freaky with you. We have yellow, which is solar plex, so they feel confident, or they like your confidence as well. That's Leo and strength coming through again. And then we have throat chakra, which is your voice, and we have page of swords, and we had 10 of swords. So something here about maybe you're talking a lot. That could be something about your beauty. You know, your beauty gets people talking a lot, or they have to hear about it whenever they're with your friends. Like, oh my gosh, your girl is so fine. Or when they hear your parents, like, oh, why does she dress like that? Why does she wear that? You know, a lot of questions, or just talking a lot. People talk a lot about you. So I'm going to try to pull some quick cards about who this person could be, since we didn't really get into that. Who is haunted by their beauty, please? Who is this person? We have the Hangman. And you see I wanted to come out kind of like that. I don't know. It's more in reverse, so we'll just go with it. Who is haunted by their beauty and presence? We have 9 of Backs, which is 9 of Swords. Interesting. The Hangman usually represents being in suspension, being on a pause. But the fact that it kind of came out in reverse is like the opposite of a pause. Interesting. Here we have 4 of Ghosts, and Ghost is Cups, so 4 of Cups. And then we have 3 of Ghosts, which is 3 of Cups. Interesting. I feel like a few archetypes are coming through with these cards. So for the Hangman, I think the Hangman is like Pisces or Cancerian energy, so water energy, someone you put in their feels. I'm hearing someone who feels like a clown for letting you go. So this could be more of like a past energy, okay? And this person is still technically hung up on you, but they act like they're not, okay? The 9 of Swords would kind of tie into that energy of someone who's thinking constant thoughts about you. They're very anxious about you, but it could also just be them anxious about them always having to fight somebody off. So this could also be a boyfriend coming through as well. 4 of Ghosts is definitely an energy of being disinterested. So yeah, someone who is still hung up on you, that's trying to act like they're not. This could be someone who was in your immediate friend group, someone you were in a third party situation with the 3 of Cups coming through. An ex who's still in your energy, but you have moved on with someone else, because we have 2 cups, and the 3rd cup would be this energy who is still there, who's still holding a cup of emotions for you. That could be something going on as well. At the bottom of that, we have the 8 of Pumpkins, so people who work with you as well. So you could work with an ex, and that's who's coming through. Eight of Pumpkins. Yeah, somebody you work with. This person here is giving me Humpty Dumpty. Hey, so I'm hearing someone who could have made fun of your looks because they were insecure about theirs. Because Humpty Dumpty, who can he make fun of his little Humpty Dumpty self? And this person, and people who are insecure about their looks do tend to make fun of other people's looks. So this is someone who used to be with, an ex who used to be with, or something, who make fun of your looks. There's something about it because they felt insecure about their looks. Someone you party with, someone who's in your immediate circle with the 3 of Cups for some of you. I'm also hearing someone who is interested in you but is scared of making a move with this 4 of Cups. Yeah, they're interested, but they're scared to make a move because they have anxiety or something. They think you're too strong for them, or you're too good for them, because you're definitely someone who goes after what you want here with these 2 cards. You have no problem transforming or wearing different things, and they could think that you're too, I'm hearing exotic for them, because like, I just wear regular jeans and a shirt every day and I can't keep up with their looks, and they need someone who can dress on their level, that kind of thing. Those are what's coming through. So I do feel like if this is someone you do know who you work with who seems more reserved, or they seem like they're not interested with the 4 of Cups, they actually are. There's just something here about them being nervous nervous to want to be with you. I do feel like you've been out with them at least, you know, with the Three of Cups. You've been around them or out with them socially, but there's something about maybe you having a crush on them having a crush on you, but you not really doing anything about it. You know, them not doing anything about it, you not doing anything about it. We have a lot of Leo coming through. Like I said, we have this and that. So this person could be a Leo as well, or you could be a Leo. But Leos, like I said, tend to get a lot of attention. So there's something here about you always getting a lot of attention, and that kind of psychs them out. Whenever you're out with them, you could do like happy hour at work, whatever you dress as or whatever you look like. People are always talking to you, asking for your number, that kind of thing. And with all these people crowding around you with the Nine of Cups, there's something here about, oh, you could have anyone you want. You wouldn't want me, that kind of thing. Like I said, with this card as well, the Hangman, I do think, like I said, Hangman is Cancer or Pisces energy. I think more so Cancer, because the High Priestess is Pisces, the Moon is Pisces, and some other card is Pisces. And then for Cancer, we have the Chariot and maybe the Hangman. So yeah, very in their feelings kind of energy. But in case I'm wrong, it could be Pisces or Cancer. It doesn't matter. And as I said, High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. So either way, Pisces energy is coming through. And I was going to say 12, because 12 is the Hangman energy, and 12th house energy is Pisces energy. And the Hangman is kind of like being stuck in your little cycle until you're able to come out of it. So I do think there's something about, because the Hangman coming out, whether it wants to be upright or in reverse, is someone who was stuck in a cycle. You know, someone who is stuck in like stasis mode, not moving forward, not wanting to move on. It's like I said, an ex who can't move on from you, or someone who is stuck in this toxic cycle of this person that wouldn't want me. I don't want to shoot my shot because of it. Something like that is coming through. But just one more message. I keep getting you guys give Black Cat energy. And there's something here about your eyes. They're very like, I don't want to say come hither. They can be either very big and bright in particular, or very sultry, whenever you're ready, is the vibe that I'm getting as well. So that's all that I have for you guys. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe. We'd love to have you. If you would ever like to book a personal reading with me, you could always get in contact with me. Use my email in the description box below. But I do hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. And as always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group 2s. Welcome to your reading. If you chose Shadow 37, number 2, group 2, or the energy of this pile, then welcome to your reading. Today's reading is the second part of my Halloween series, and today we're going to be going over who is haunted by your beauty and what about your beauty haunts them, okay? So we're going to see what energies come through first, because for group 1, I intended to start off with the who and then get into the what. But for group 1, we started off with the what and then the who. So I don't know. For you guys, I think we're going to get into the who first. Maybe you guys need to know more about who this person could be, because you like literally have no idea or no prospects, no person you're with. So you need more details. So this is definitely someone who shadows you, or someone who's still in the dark, or someone who you're still in the dark about. So with the shadow coming through here, this person, this girl, whatever, is walking, minding her business, and not knowing this big old scary shadow is following her. So someone who is shadowing you, hiding in the dark, the shadows, okay? That's immediately something that's coming through, which is why you may need to know more about them, because you have no idea who this is. Yeah, just be talking, and yeah. So we have wholeness, integration, repressed emotion. So this could be someone who you're holding repressed emotions for, or someone who's holding repressed emotions for you, which is why they're kind of in the shadows still. They haven't come to terms with how they feel about you, so they can't come forward and give you anything or make anything known or make their shoot their shot, something along those lines. So first of all, there's something there's a dark appeal about you or about them, because you are giving shock white hair. Like some of you could be those like blonde people that have like their hair is like just it's almost white, you know, very pale blonde. You know, we have dirty blondes, strawberry blondes, then we have those blondes who's like their hair is like so light, not even white, it's just like very high yellow essentially, you know what I mean? That could be something coming through as well. me put this card to the side and start pulling cards who this person could be. So today I'm using the Halloween Tarot and the Earth and Bone Oracle. I did an unboxing of sorts in the intro if you want to go watch that. If you don't, that is cool beans as well. There's something scary about you. That's it. Maybe this person is scared to say anything, which is why they're in the shadows. Because even though this little girl is like half their height, there's something creepy about her. And she carries around a doll who looks like her. So it's like, I do think this is like giving inner child as well. So it's like giving inner child versus inner demon kind of vibe. Because the Grim Reaper represents all things that must come to an end. He represents the end of a life, the end of a cycle, that kind of thing. And this girl is like giving inner child energy. So it's like inner child versus death or something like that, you know. Here we have the 5 of Bats. Good thing you don't have to see me struggle to find out the the meaning of some of these cards. I was like, what is bats? What is imps? What is this? What is that? We have Ace of Ghosts. Because the imagery on some were not helping. The imagery on here is very straightforward. So even if I didn't know what ghosts meant, I would know this is the Ace of Cups because it has a cup. This 5 of Bats, what is that giving that makes me know what it is? Except this scene, I know the scene from the 5 of Swords. I guess. We have the Magician. That other card was stumping me. Who is this person? Yeah, someone who has the, what is it? Wow, that's crazy. The air of hiddenness? That's not what I'm trying to say. It's almost like they have the cloak of invisibility from Harry Potter and they can't be seen when, or you know what I mean? Or they're just not on your radar. The something of surprise. I don't know, this magician gave me a message, but then it left. And that's why I talk so fast to get all the messages out. This person has an air of mystery about them. You don't know who this person is who's haunted by your beauty, which is kind of creepy because how do you know me but I don't know you? Excuse me. 10 of Pumpkins. But they're fantasizing about forever with you. Why would you have to fall? Where did you fall? I don't even know where it went. Under the bed? See, hiding under the bed. Is this person a creeper? Is this person a monster? Hiding in the closet? Hiding under the bed? I'm hearing Monsters, Inc. So is this someone, a Sully or a Mike? Okay, so it fell in reverse. It's a 4 of Pentacles. And I'm hearing this person has no claim to you anymore. So this person could be like maybe an ex of sorts, hiding in the shadows, knowing they have no claim to you. That's an interesting concept. Put them down. We have all this space. Yeah, this person's an enigma. They're a little bit of mystery. Which is what I was saying with this magician. This person can like become, like blend in, you know, camouflage. They have the power of camouflage or surprise or, you know, that kind of thing is definitely what's coming through. But the 5 of Bats is someone who won something. I recently got a new interpretation of this card. And I'm like, what? I never thought of it like that. This is someone who won something. It's a victory because he's looking back boastful that he won something, but not in the best of ways, you know? So maybe this is someone who won a fight, who won a battle between you guys. And this could be an enemy. Like I said, because I said the inner child and death is almost like they're battling or they're, you know? But Ace of Cups is giving emotions. They have feelings for you. Someone who has feelings for you but they're hiding it very, very, very well. Someone you could be in constant competition with. So for those of you who are in school or you're at work and there's that one person you're always in competition with, you're always bickering back and forth with, and you think, oh, they must hate me, and you could like them and you have no idea they like you. They definitely do. They have feelings for you. And they like your fights. They could win them pretty often. That's how you know it's them. Like someone who you fight with and you use you in your arguments, but there's just one person who always wins and it just frustrates you to no end. That's who this person is. For others of you, like I said, it could be an ex who's hiding in the shadows right now and just following you around. This could be a ghost follower or just a follower who never likes anything. They're just always there lurking, which is a ghost follower. In case you didn't know what a ghost follower was, someone who just you follow, who follows you, who watches all your pictures, but they never like, they never interact, they never comment, that kind of thing. The Hangman in reverse is definitely someone who has had like I'm hearing a eureka moment. So it's like they were like because the Hangman is like in a stasis mode. You're stuck, nothing is happening, nothing is moving forward, and we go in Hangman mode to contemplate and change our perspective on certain things. This could be someone who thought they didn't like you and saw you as like a competitor, you know, someone who was like they were always competing with, and now their emotions are changing for you. Like, wow. Because the Magician is about change and manifesting something. It's about magic, things like that. And it's like this person, their feelings are changing for you. Is it giving enemies to lovers? Wow. Yeah, it's giving a little bit of enemies to lovers here, because then we have the 10 of Pumpkins, which is someone who can't imagine their life without you, is what I'm hearing specifically. Like, you know, they want to be a part of your life. They see you as a part of their forever. So it's like you went from someone who's like a little bit of a nuisance to someone they can't see their life without, you know, like a integral part of their life, community, school, experience. You know, it could be someone, a coworker. You come to work with them every day and you guys are competing for the same projects, and you end up having to work on one project and you find out you have more in common than what you have apart, you know, or what you have not in common. Essentially, you guys are more alike than they previously thought, is an easy way for me to tie that up. You're more alike than you thought. Now this person's like, wow, I can't imagine like not having met you at this job, or not having met you at this class. I can't imagine having not worked with you on this project. That kind of vibe is coming through. And the 4 of Pumpkins is 4 of Pentacles in reverse. Definitely someone who has like a loose claim on you. Like, it's like that kind of vibe where in your head that's your like work husband or your future wife, you know. But in reality, nothing's happening in the connection. So you're telling your friends, I have the biggest crush on this girl or this guy at work, and they like we're enemies, but they don't know that I'm gonna marry them one day. That's the kind of vibe. They have like a loose hold on you, essentially. Like, hey, I'm following her around, stalking her, found her Instagram, I'm following her, I'm obsessed over every time she posts. It's giving someone who has like your posts or stories on notifications. They get notified when you post. Like I said, they're watching, they're looking, but they're not saying anything. Very interesting. I do want to clarify for a few of these cards. Can I get a clarifier? I didn't even. And then we have the 9 of Ghosts. We have the 9 of Ghosts, and we have the King of Pumpkins. Wow, look. 9 of Ghosts, King of Pumpkins, someone who wants to make you theirs. And like I said, they are thinking of you and kind of almost planning for you. They probably may find themselves like at the grocery store buying some cereal, and they're wondering, what cereal does this person like? I wonder, you know. And that's how they know they're developing feelings for you. As I'm saying that, I'm touching the Ace of Cups. It's like, that's how they know they're developing feelings for you, because they're thinking of you outside of work, or they're thinking of you as a person and not just someone they kind of argue with. You know what I mean? The Magician, someone who knows how to fly under the radar. That's probably what I was trying to say. Someone who knows how to fly under the radar or mask their feelings very well, so you have no idea that they like you. But this someone who has went through a recent like awakening or something like that, where they realize, I have feelings for this person. 9 of Cups, they're kind of like my wish come true now. And the King of Pumpkins is like, I want to be that person for them. But the 10 of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles is kind of giving me move in with me kind of thing. Maybe this is your story and it has already played out, where you find someone who kind of makes you whole. They're the light to your dark, essentially. So whether you're the light or the dark, we'll get into that when with the what they like about you, your beauty. There's like you are light to their dark. You guys are both creepy in your own way. Yeah. Because this death here is creepy, and this little girl is creepy too. Like I said, you're creepy. You guys are both creepy in your own way. And there's something about them scaring you and you scaring them. And it's like, that's because you guys were meant to be together. There's that wholeness, that integration. You guys get along really well, connect really well. You guys, when you guys had like a conversation or hung out more, you realize how alike you guys really were. And there's repressed emotions. Like I said, yeah, this person's planning your whole life with you. They're planning the whole life with you. And they either you haven't come to terms with you haven't come to terms with them being your forever person, or they haven't come to I feel like they have, though. This with that repressed emotions is kind of like, this person to know that they're gonna be my future wife. You know what I mean? When they're gonna get with the program, you know that kind of vibe. But with the Hangman in reverse, it's like this person's done with waiting and waiting it out, because the emotions are getting kind of intense here, pretty serious, with the Ten of Pumpkins and the King of Pumpkins. It's like, I'm ready to settle down now, and they're still playing. Like, what's that song by Ray Sherman? Now back to what I was saying. This could be us, but you're playing. You know what I mean? This could be us, but you're playing. Why? So what signs are coming through here? The Magician always gives like Aries. It always gives it's Mercury. It's Mercury-esque kind of energy. So it's giving Gemini and it's giving Virgo. Hangman is also, like I was saying in group 1, Pisces or Cancer energy. I can never remember which is which. It used to be the Chariot for me. The Chariot is Cancer. So the Hangman might be Pisces. Because it's like being stuck in that stasis, dream, underworld kind of energy, that stasis mode where nothing's really happening. You're kind of viewing things from afar. You're contemplating things. Things haven't come to you haven't come to terms with certain things yet. Is essentially the vibe that I'm saying. Or like I said, this could definitely be them still having repressed emotions and dreaming about you, but not being at the point of being able to do anything about it. Because we did have the King of Pentacles one to come out in reverse. And the King of Pentacles is definitely someone who's going to go after something and make it work, you know? Who's going to settle down and go get their girl and, you know, toss her over their shoulder if they have to and drag her out somewhere. You know what I mean? A very dominant, I won't say depressing energy. Interesting. Like, I'm the boss. You do what I say. Like, I'm going to go on, we're going on a date, get dressed, and I'm picking up at this kind of time. That's the King of Pentacles, you know? And this person could still be coming to terms with the feelings they're having for you. So I hope that helped, essentially. So yeah, we have Pisces, Cancer, Virgo, Aries, and Gemini. And that's about it. I don't like to give the basic everyday signs because it makes it harder to decipher who this person could be. Hold on. Let me try to give you guys some looks to maybe help you. So this person definitely is giving Gomez Adams, the way he would devote himself to you, and he's like, you know, kiss the ground you walk on kind of energy. That's how intense this definitely is. But no one is doing anything or saying anything. They're still just, you know, shadowing you kind of vibe. This could be someone who you think is like, oh, they only look at me as like a little sister, they're always protecting me, but they really have, they're playing the long game, this person. But yeah, they could look like Gomez Adams. They like to wear suits to help you kind of differentiate this person a little bit more. This person is like a very kingly kind of energy. They dress very well, very clean, very put together. This person is very competitive. This person does like to win. This person is very good at arguing, debating, so they're very intelligent and very smart. They have no problem boasting it and be like, haha, I won, you know, so rubbing it in people's faces, whether it's your face or someone else's. They definitely like that. I'm hearing there's something very, like, watery about them. I don't know what that means. There's something watery about them. What could that mean? Maybe they have, like, a lot of emotions they try to bottle up. They want to come off as this stoic King of Pentacles. But like I said, they don't want to come out in reverse. And that means they're softer and sensitive. And they're more soft and sensitive than they let on, you know? The Four of Pentacles, like, they're a sensitive soul, though they seem thick-skinned. They seem like someone who will throw you over their shoulder and take you somewhere and be this very possessive person because they're so scary and foreboding and, you know, imposing, that kind of thing. And they're just like a big little, they're a sweetheart. And they aren't the scary person that as they come off to be. I think out of the two of you, you are the most like scary. You're more scary and shocking, or just the idea of you essentially. And I'm hearing that movie. That movie was on Prime with Nicholas Galitzine and Anne Hathaway, where she was like in her 40s with a teenager, and he's like in his 20s, and they dated, and it was like this big hoopla, you know. So like, maybe we can't be together, that kind of vibe coming through as well. It was like a very push and pull kind of relationship in that movie. Okay, what else? This person could work on a farm and they wear farm clothing. If any of you watch Love Island, this person's giving Rob from Love Island, very laid back, very chill, not overly in your face kind of energy. Maybe a little flippity floppity. They're unsure. They don't really know who they are. They can't stand on business, you know. He was a little bit of a crybaby in the show as well. But he's like a snake wrangler. It's like a very masculine, mean job. You would expect him to be more, like, you know what I mean? He was a little bit cold. I think he was a Virgo. So hard for him to, which makes sense. Them Virgo men, child, and I didn't mention Virgo. Those Virgo men, they're hard to penetrate. You know, they're hard to get to the heart of them. You know what I mean? They're very also picky as well. So it's kind of like this, the fact that this person chose you. Once they choose you, they're stuck on you. Because even in Love Island, when he was like, when Andrea, whatever that girl's name was, wanted to go home, he was like, I'm leaving with her. You just kicked off 2 people. On the show, it was a whole big thing. But he never even left and went home with her. So it's like, child, anyway. This person could have kids. Is something that's coming through right now, the Ten of Pentacles. Because I'm seeing a father figure in the background who maybe dresses up on Halloween with their kids, hanging a little pinata and having their kids beat it. So this person could have a kid. Or you could have a kid with this person, is what I'm hearing as well. So like I said, this person used to have a claim on you, but they don't anymore, or they never did, and they have a loose hold where you're theirs in their head, but they're not actually there. Where you're theirs in their head, but you're not actually theirs. Why I can't talk today is crazy. Yeah, I'm hearing this person wants another chance, but this person could have blonde hair, dark hair, no hair is what I'm hearing as well. Because this skull hair has no hair. I don't know why I'm hearing the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Maybe because this guy is giving skeleton, then we have the Grim Reaper here. So his name was Grim, yeah, in the show. And he wanted to come off of this hard, big person, but he had feelings. He had feelings, but he had a soft spot for those kids. Okay? I feel like I've been talking too much about this person. So yeah, very Gomez-y, suit-wearing, 3-piece suit kind of person, doting on you, kissing the ground you walk on. This person could be an actual magician, okay? I'm also hearing Charlie Chaplin, so they could have that mustache or very pale white skin as well. This person has pale white skin as well, but they have like a buzz cut, a blonde buzz cut. Here it's giving scarecrow. It is a scarecrow. I don't know how that helps. This person, like I said, the overalls could be a thing as well. And they wear like hats, beanies is what I'm hearing as well. That could be another indicator of who this person is. This person could also wear, I know they're not called dresses, but the things in specific cultures where the guys wear the full, I think it's like a hijab. I don't know if it's that for both men and women, but that thing where there's a full thing of draping covering them, so you can't really see their body, because that's what this is giving as well. These 2 cards are giving me that, so you can't really ever see their physique. What else can we have here? Yeah, it's giving bald. And he's also wearing something that drapes over his physique as well. And I'm getting those cultures that do jump straight to marriage. When they see you, they meet you, it's not, oh, dating for years, and no, it's marriage right away. So this person saw you, liked you, and now they're thinking of you as their future wife already. This could be an arranged marriage for some of you. I'm not sure. That's like going to be a very specific message. Okay, so now we're going to get into what is haunting them about your beauty. So what about your beauty is haunting them, please? For my group cues, what about their beauty is haunting their person? We have the Seven of Imps, which I'm sure is the Seven of Wands. Yeah, you give off fierce, you give off bad, you give off, I'm hearing dominatrix. Whew, funny. We have the Knight of Bats. The Knight Bats are wands. So you could be someone who's very quiet, except when you're with them, is what I heard. We have the Tower in reverse. Yeah, there's something very alternative about your look. And there is something about you being short. This reverse, like I said, could be twice your height. We have Eight of Imps, which is Eight of Wands. And then we have Ace of Bats, which is Ace of Swords. Did something turn over? No. At the bottom of the deck, we have Ace of Ghosts. So Ace of Cups coming through again, but in reverse. You guys could be direct opposites, like the foil of each other, where they're the very intense kind of character, which is why you would have the Grim Reaper, then you're the very innocent character. But I'm getting the opposite for that. Maybe they're the very quiet and meek kind of person, you're like the more intense person. Or both of you are just intense, because please. What is it about your beauty? The Seven of Wands is giving very imposing, even though you're small. That's why I'm getting that intense energy for you guys. Even though you're small but mighty. You know? You don't let people walk over you. I'm hearing one of the guys as well. What about their beauty haunts this person? We have Cage. Yeah, you wear some really dominatrix kind of things. Really dark leather, black, red, fierce kind of thing. Maybe you have like a lot of piercings, a lot of tattoos, the colored hair, the bleached hair, because that's how your hair could be white. Your hair could be that white or that what's it called, silvery gray kind of color. You could dye your hair as well. And there's just something about your aesthetic just being fully that. Maybe your aesthetic is dark and you're more of a very happy-go-lucky kind of person, and your person is someone who's very, you know, generic looking, sorry, and they're the more intense kind of person. So it's like there's something about you guys being the foil of each other. So you dress dark and imposing and scary, but you're nice and giggly and bubbly. They dress regular, but their energy is more your aesthetic. You know, if that makes sense? Only if your aesthetic is that dark aesthetic. Now, I'm still shuffling, so there could be another card that wants to come out. So let's see. What is it about their beauty? The Seven of Wands. You dress very imposing. You dress very in people's face. The Seven of Wands is also very defensive. So there could be something about like ropes. There could be something about chains. There could be something about tights. I'm hearing tights with rip holes in them. That kind of thing. I'm hearing grungy. That's definitely what I'm getting as well. The Knight of Bats in reverse is definitely someone who is more like, you know, I'm hearing unassuming. I'm hearing quiet. Unassuming, quiet. Like, what is the word I'm looking for? That the Knight of is like very, he's not in your face, because the Knight of Wands is more in your face. The Knight of Swords is like very impulsive, very pushy. And the Knight of Wands in reverse is giving someone who is very maybe methodical. They're very, I'm hearing Virgo Venus as well. They're very not particular. They're very, what is the word? They're very not methodical. Yo, yeah, that could piss me off. What's the word? Not particular. There's a reason why you're dressing that way, essentially. It's not diabolical. Why are all these other words I don't want to hear coming through? Intentional. Yes, you're very intentional about how you dress. You dress a certain kind of way, and it attracts a lot of attention. but like in like a dangerous kind of way, you know, is the vibe that I'm getting for you, because we have the Tower card in reverse. So it's like the Tower comes and messes things up, and that's what your vibe gives off, that you're going to come in and put things on fire. It's giving kind of like delinquent, bad boy, that kind of thing. Like I said, grunge, emo, where you're going to come and set the house on fire, but you're not like that for real, you know? You're gonna, yeah, it's giving delinquent a little bit. Like you're gonna come and egg their house, you're gonna scrape their car, you're gonna cuss at them, you're gonna do that. That's what your look gives. Your personality is not that way at all, you know? But this person likes that you look like that you're gonna fight someone, that you're gonna beat someone up, because it gives the illusion of that. You're very intentional about that, because that's what you like to wear, but they like the contrast between your personality and what you wear. You know how you look? That's funny. Like, it took me so long to get, it takes people a while to like read you, I guess, like to figure out that you're not what you put on, not as all as it seems, you know, not as it seems. Essentially, with the Eight of Wands, is giving, I'm hearing racy as well, because the wands like very fast moving energy. Eight of Wands more so than anything, and it's giving like racy, so you can dress very racy. Look at how you have all these red demon kind of devil figures here, so you dress very racy, very sexy, and that's what I'm getting as well. Like, why am I just hearing, I'm just happy to be here. Like, why am I, that's what you give off, though, your personality, your looks, something. Like, you could look very innocent, very chunky cheeks, very cherubic, you know what I mean? But you're wearing these grunge clothes, and you're just, like, walking with the rest of the grunge people, like, I'm just happy to be here. The outfit matches, but look, everything else doesn't. Like, tell me I don't see that. All of them are dressed alike, but one of them is like standing out apart from the rest of them, because you're just like bopping from side to side, the small little squirt following behind everyone else. It's just like something here is not like the others. You don't have the personality of the people you dress like, and this person definitely likes that, because they may not be into the personality of the people who dress that way, but they like you as a person, and the fact that they know that you are not like that, but you know, that's the kind of vibe coming through for you guys. Cage is giving very dommy, very racy, very sexy, very femme fatale, where you're a temptation and you give off like scary, or you're out of my league, or that kind of energy. But you're not. Your personality anyway. Personality doesn't always have to fit aesthetic. They don't have to be one and the same. The Ace of Bats. Like, I wonder if this is coming up straight for you guys. I doubt it, but hey, I try my best, guys. Ace of Swords. I'm hearing your looks are a conversation starter. So, like, for example, you're wearing something that people love. Like, oh my gosh, I love that. You know what I mean? I'm getting the same effect that I usually get. Like, my friend is kind of coming through a little bit in this reading, because she wears, like, these cords. She wears, like, a harness that, like, pushes her boobs up. And, like, they're, like her, someone said, like, are your boobs in jail one time to her? So it's like the harness that she's wearing has chains and leather, and it's like it looks like her boobs are in jail, but they're not. They're just accentuated and pushed up. And she wears a dark skirts and the ripped tights, and has all these piercings in her face, and she has all these like tattoos, and you know what I mean? That kind of energy is what you guys are giving people, but she's the complete opposite of that. She's the most bubbly, nice person you'll ever meet, and that's what I'm saying. Like, your aesthetic gives one thing, and then your actual personality gives another thing, you know? But she's like very sexy, and people are always like, oh my gosh, you look so good, and da da da, and what is that? Where did you get it from? You know, just amazed, and always asking her where she got her things from. That's the kind of aesthetic you guys are giving off. This person's like, yeah, I like that. You know what I mean? This person may like the attention they receive through you, or just the attention you receive in general. People, like I said, get their tongues wagging. It's giving a little bit of group one, but not. The way you look and the way you dress gets tongues wagging. And they can be like, yeah, that's mine right there. That's all me. You know what I mean? Okay. But you guys are giving short. What card is this? We have specters. Isn't that like, I'm hearing spectators. Here we have discernment, critical thinking, and insight. Yes, yes, interesting. Yeah, I'm hearing sex on a stick. is what I'm hearing as well for you guys. And we have this red, very intense, like I'm getting like heat, so hot. You dress very hot, where people are like, whoo, you know, I can't even do it, the whoo, that noise that people do sometimes, that whistle, that kind of thing. Don't come for me. I can't whistle for nothing. I can't. It comes and goes, but the way people like whistle music and that kind, I can't. To save my life, I will go down. Here we have cage. We have freedom, release, and reclaiming power. So I do feel like in a way you kind of reclaim like maybe your sexuality or something by dressing the way that you have, because like I said, it could be like overtly sexual, it could be overtly promiscuous, and people are always like, oh, why are you dressing like that? Or people like are always talking or asking questions, and it's like, because I'm reclaiming my sensuality, I can dress however I want to dress, you know. Women don't have to dress this kind of way, they can dress however they want, you know. Discernment, critical thinking, insight. Maybe there could have been something about them feeling a certain kind of way about how you dress until maybe you explained it to them as well and said, this is what makes me feel confident. This is me reclaiming my power. This is me, like, you know, doing what I love and not caring or not giving an F about this and that. And then they started thinking, you had them thinking deeper about how you dress or maybe why you may dress that way. And maybe thinking differently about people who dress more provocatively in general. Like maybe they're doing it for a reason, to make a statement. Nobody thinks that way. They just think they're doing it for the attention. It's like, why is me dressing this way bothering you so much? Or why is me dressing this way, you know, no matter what people say, you still dress that way. So this person loves that as well, your confidence, you know, to dress out of the ordinary or do things most people wouldn't do. But there's something that I was saying, yeah, you have them thinking about, oh, maybe next time I see somebody dressing in a way that has me, oh, thinking negative thoughts or having an opinion, maybe I should stop, drop, and mind my business. Let me stop. Or think deeper, you know? Don't judge a book by its cover, essentially, with you, because the way you dress is not the way you act. Is the vibe that I'm getting. Some of you do have white hair. Like, some of you could have, like, just all, you could be older and your hair just turned completely white. You look like you're gonna lock somebody up. So like I said, you're giving dominatrix. Like, you have a whip, you have a chain, you have leather, you have all that kind of stuff, and you're just gonna come and lock somebody up in a cage. Or you yourself wants to get locked in a cage. Okay. Some of you could be 37, 35, or 27. Just some ages coming through. Yeah, and look at how we have bats. Bats are supposed to be imposing and scary, but they're just, wow, I was reading a book, and the way the girl in the book described bats, she was like, they're just somethings. Wow, she described it in a beautiful way. So yeah, there's something here about your thought-provoking your look. Like I said, instead of people just judging you or this person, because we're talking about one person, like you have them thinking differently about how people dress and why they may dress that way and things like that, you know. But how bats get a bad name for being scary and thing, and they just be minding their business, y'all. You know how they say tuna is chicken of the sea? She said bats are something of the skies. I don't know what she said, I forget. And I wish I remembered. But yeah. With this repressed emotions here and reclaiming power, there could be something here about your power being taken away from you, essentially by, see, I'm getting the whole vibe of how women, when they dress a certain kind of way, they were asking for it, and oh, maybe you shouldn't dress so revealing if you don't want people to look at you, and that kind of vibe is coming through. You're kind of reclaiming that energy back for yourself by dressing this. So that's what I'm saying. This person starts thinking deeper about why you dress the way you do, because there's a story behind it, you know? Maybe like to tell stories with how you look, you know? Because that repressed emotion, something could have happened to you, and instead of you veering away from dressing sexy so it didn't happen again, you kind of pushed more into it, like, hey, don't let this person stop you from doing what you want or dressing how you want, that kind, you know, that kind of thing. And this person knows your story, so it means more to them now. This person could also just want to lock you up in a cage. I don't know. This cage just keeps coming through. They just want to lock you up in a cage, you know? They like looking at you. They don't want to stop looking at you. I'm hearing like old perverts. There could be like a lot of old perverts watching you guys. Because what? They just want to lock you in a cage and stop looking at you. So there's something here about red. There's something here about black, because you have a lot of red coming through. There's something here about white. White is coming through as well. This little girl is like wearing a little bit purple here. Then we have orange. I don't know my colors now. So red is giving root chakra energy. Okay. Yeah, like you're just hot fire. You burn people, like your eyes, like, you know, your dressing, your aesthetic or whatever is like just very hot, you know. But yes, red is root chakra energy. Okay, so it could be something about your presence that's very grounding. Okay, or you get people like here, like before they could be like daydreaming, or their mind is like wandering, and then as soon as they see you, it's like, oh, whew, I'm locked in, you know what I mean? Or something in their pants could rise, and now they're like, oh, you know, because root chakra is like, it's very sensual because it's right next to the sacral chakra. So once your senses are kind of like piqued or interested or touched, that's when your body starts coming alive. So there could be something about that, you know, the way you look makes their body come alive. Okay. Then we have the sacral chakra, which is orange, coming through as well here, which is like something like very sexy about the way you look, which is why there could be something specifically about what you've done to them sexually that has them like tuned in, you know what I mean? I'm hearing oral maybe as well. I'm hearing the eye contact during it. Okay, we're not getting like that. There's something here about what you do to them sexually that they never experienced before that has them hooked to your beauty as well. Then we have white, which is not really a white. I mean, I've never heard of a chakra that's white. Here you have a little bit of purple and pink. Purple is crown chakra energy. Okay, so crown chakra is like very much like fantasies in your mind, thinking about things, you know what I mean? That kind of energy is coming through. And then black is just black, you know, it's dark, you know. There could be something about you liking dark things. But yeah, you turn people's world on its head with the Tower card, but just with your looks, not with anything else regarding you, essentially. It's the vibe that I'm getting. You make people want to shoot their shot with the Knight of Bats, because it's the Knight of Swords, but they kind of have to hold themselves back from the things they actually want to say, you know, is also something that's coming through. So you see a cute girl or a sexy girl on the street and you want to say these debased things, so you have to hold yourself back from saying these things, you know, in public anyway. Or at all, if you don't know her and she's not your girlfriend or something, you know what I mean? You save certain things for the bedroom, and if you don't have a bedroom space with this person, then you don't say anything at all. Thank you. Okay, that's all that I have for you guys, though. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe. We'd love to have you. If you'd ever like to book a personal reading, you could always get in contact with me. Use my email in the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. And as always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group threes. Welcome to your reading. If you chose Beloved, the number 24, the energy of group three, or the number 3 in general, I want to welcome to your reading. Today's reading is the second part of my Halloween October series. Today we're going to get into who is haunted by your beauty and what about your beauty haunts them. Okay, so already when I was putting down your card and trying to get into your energy, I was hearing, looks like we made it. Look how far we've come, my baby. That song by Shania Twain, You're Still the One, you know? Because I was like, beloved, when they're with you, they see love, they feel love, they are love, that kind of energy. And that's kind of what she says in the song. When I'm with you, I feel love. And when I something about you, I am love, or something like that. Go listen to the song, You're the One, or Still the One by Shania Twain. But there's something here about that. When I'm with you, I see love. When I'm something, I feel love, that kind of thing. But when they see you, they think of love. Like, that's just about it. I don't know what about your looks gives them that, but that's just what is coming through immediately. So this person is definitely in love with you because we have a Beloved coming out. Or at least they're in love with your beauty and looks. Okay, I don't know. We'll see what else comes through in the cards. But look at how this person's like staring this way and this person's staring straight at them. So it's kind of like, yeah, when they're with you, they see love and feel love. We have love, reciprocity, and intertwinement. So it's kind of like that energy you feel like when you're with someone you really, really, really like, and you just can't, you get hit with that, oh, I can't believe they actually love me back. They actually like me back. Or they do something nice for you. They give you some advice. They buy you your favorite treat, or they buy you your favorite food, or they take you on your favorite date, or they do something that proves they were listening to you when you were talking to them. There's something about you being so in alignment, intertwinement with this person, that they're just like, yeah, when they're with you, they feel love, they see love, they are love. That's just it, okay? Very Venusian, Aphrodite kind of energy, so you guys can give off that energy as well. You give off a very Venusian, caring, loving, creative, very fertile Empress kind of energy right off the bat is the vibe that I'm getting. I don't know if it's your face, your body, your features, the clothes you wear, that kind of vibe, but it's kind of like I'm hearing boobs. So that could be a thing as well, where the guys will just come and lay their head on your boobs because they're very voluptuous, okay? Or perky is what I'm hearing if they're not the biggest around, you know? I'm hearing knockers. Oh my god. You got some knockers, okay, on you. Some of you could have blue eyes and they love your blue eyes. Here we have roses, which of course makes sense because that's the flower of love, or romantic love, deep love, that kind of love. I'm hearing, how deep is your love? Is it like the ocean? What devotion are you? How deep is your love? That song is coming through, how deep is your love? But like, is it like the ocean? Their love for you is like the ocean. Is your love for them like the ocean? I'm excited to get into this one. If you're not in a relationship with this person, then I don't know. Let's get into it though. Who is this person? What card was that though? No. No. I don't know. There was a card that was there when I picked up the deck. Anyway. So first we're going to get into who this person is. Then we're going to get into what about your beauty. We have the 10 of Ghosts, 10 of Cups. Yeah, there's something about wanting you but can't not having you. That's something that's coming through. The 10 of Cups is definitely being emotionally fulfilled by something. If the 10 of Cups is in reverse, it means there is no fulfillment at all. There's something about it not being fully fulfilled. When they see you, they want to be with you. They feel loved around you. But there's something about you not being theirs or something, maybe. We have the 3 of Pumpkins. Maybe this is a work connection. And this is someone you work with, and maybe there's like a no fraternization policy, so you guys can't be together the way they would like you to, even though you guys like flirt a lot. We have the Hangman. Why is the Hangman coming through for everyone? And why is the 4 of Pumpkins coming through for everyone? Y'all have some possessive people out there. Move. We have the Page of Ghosts, Page of Cups. There could be like an infatuation or an admiration. They look up to you on an emotional level. When pages come out, they indicate someone that is younger than us. So someone that is younger than you or has a youthful spirit is like crushing on you hard, because Page of Cups is a crush. So like I said, they're still in that devotion. They will worship at your altar kind of energy. And then we have another Page of Pumpkins. So it could be more than one person. Look, we have Sunday, I'm saying Sunday, Wednesday. Or we have a Wednesday inspired character coming through in this card. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck, we have a page. There's a lot of people who are haunted by your beauty, guys. A lot of people are coming through for you guys. Maybe you give like a universal love kind of person, or like a universal mother is what I'm hearing, where you take care of everyone you ever meet, and there's just something about them like being, like I said, like you're like a goddess to them now. Like you gave them exactly what they needed when they needed it, and now they don't ever want to not be by your side. Every time they see you, they just see love and feel love because of what you did for them. You always continue to do for them. It's something that's coming through as well. Three of Pumpkins could be a student. There could be a student who has a crush on you. For those of you who work with kids, so be careful. Or even adults, child. Who knows? The Hangman is someone who is still stuck in like a daydreaming world. It's kind of like this person doesn't know the real you. So they're stuck in like an imaginary dreamland of who they think you are, you know? Or that it's kind of like that young puppy love where you haven't realized that love is not easy. It's not all sugar cones and rainbows. It's actually very hard, very difficult, very grown up. It comes with its own trials and tribulations. It's not easy, but this person's still stuck in that puppy love phase. Like I said, that crush where whatever your crush does, they can do no wrong. Is essentially what's coming through for you guys. So that's the kind of person you're dealing with. Like, it's like you're on a little bit of a pedestal. So be careful with that kind of energy. Because this person's still stuck in stasis mode where they're under your spell. They're like enamored by you. Bewitched and hoodwinked. And you can do no wrong, and that kind of energy. The Four of Pumpkins is definitely they think you're theirs. And look at how he's like looking. He has like a very dazed kind of smile on his face. Like he doesn't know that he's actually there. It's kind of like frozen. You know, like under in a trance is definitely what I meant to say. This person's like in a trance. That could be something coming through. This could be, I don't know, this person has a lot of dreams about you as well. It's the vibe that's coming through. But the Page of Pumpkins is telling me these in reverse. It's telling me these are all just fantasies. They haven't really made any solid or practical or moves towards you yet. They haven't made any, like, I want to say progress. So this could be someone you're still like in the talking stages of, and they're still seeing you in like this, like I said, puppy love kind of mode where nobody could do any wrong, and they haven't even been out with you enough to know your flaws or know the things that make you bad. So they're still seeing you as this perfect person under your spell because they haven't experienced anything with you, you know? Not that every relationship has to be bad or traumatized or triggered or whatever, but it's just that they haven't been in the real world with you now. So all that they're thinking of is just thoughts of daydreaming, essentially, you know? They haven't asked you on a date. They're just crushing. They're just smitten, you know? They haven't made any practical moves to ask you out. So everything is still just in their head, essentially. So someone you could be talking to with a Page of Ghosts is giving water sign energy. Specific water sign energy coming through in the Hangman is Pisces. So maybe stuck in delusion, delulu kind of thing. I'm getting that maybe you guys have like a very Wednesday-esque kind of energy. So maybe some of you have like very long black hair, you wear long pigtails, or you have that very monotone, don't care about anything energy, you know? And this person could really like that. They look up to you, for sure. Because we have this cat here looking up at the boy. We have this ghost here looking up at the boy. We have this moon here looking down on the boy. And the boy is just in his own little world. So you sometimes can be in your own little world. Maybe you're the younger one here. And you're always in your own little world. And this person just like always looking at you. Or these three people around you. The moon, the ghost, and the cat are always looking at you. And look at how on the floor we have a letter with a heart on it. You're oblivious to this person on the floor because you're just in your own little world. Yeah, this person hasn't let you know if they like you yet. But yeah, this person could still be in contemplation mode, still in the shadows, still waiting to make a move. I want more cards. Who is this person, please, for my group threes? Who is this person? We have Six of Ghosts, so we have past energy coming through. We have friendship coming through. This could be a friend. Yeah, I feel like it's someone who's in your immediate surroundings, but they've never experienced you as, like, they never had any, like, bad experiences, that kind of thing. So, like I said, they're still in that energy of, oh, this person is so perfect when nobody's perfect. So they're kind of, like, something analyzing you. Like, what's the word? it's not immortalizing. Who is this person, please, for my group threes? 10 of Imps, 10 of Wands, and then we have the Wheel of Fortune reverse. They're kind of like, I don't know the word, but y'all know what I'm saying. I mean, I know the word, but it's not coming through right now. Putting you on a pedestal, glorifying you, those words will do as well. But the Six of Ghosts is someone who you're on friendly terms with, at least. You know, things are friendly, things are cute. There could be a past here, someone you know from childhood. You know what I mean? A childhood crush, a school crush is what I'm hearing, a schoolgirl crush. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have Judgment. Interesting. So why not? And then we have Three of Bats under Judgment. So this person may have to make a judgment call pretty soon. Or there's something here about a turn of events, because we have the Wheel of Fortune, a turn of events that lead to them asking you out to get to know more about you, to kind of get out of this phase. Maybe you told them, hey, we don't know anything much about each other. How do you know that you love me or you want to be with me? Like, we have to actually date and figure out if this will work. You can't just say that you want to be with me and not ask me out, or say that you like me and we're just stuck in this stasis mode. No moves being made. Worshipping you, glorifying you. The opposite of villainizing you, since the word doesn't want to come through. But yeah, school is definitely coming through again. Or hometown. Work. Someone you know in passing, but you're on familiar terms with them. You know of them. This is not, of course, this has to be someone you know of, or know at least a little bit. It's not giving stranger vibes the way it was for another group. We have Six of Pumpkins. Wow, yes, someone who wants to be very generous with you. Someone who has like very, very positive feelings towards you. Like I said, things are still fresh. Things are still new. Things are still in the honeymoon phase. Not me trying to still figure out this word. I apologize, guys. Like, I just hate not knowing a word, because it always comes to me after the reading. I'm like, that's what it was. Anyway, yes, then we have the 10 of, which is like a lot of wands. I do feel like the feelings they have for you weigh on them, especially the fact that they have them, they're so strong already, and you guys aren't even in a relationship or have any kind of, you know, physical intimacy, no kissing, no hugging. It's just like, just been like talking, maybe friendship, that kind of thing at the most. But a Six of Pumpkins, there's something here about you being like very generous. This person wanting to be very generous with you, gave you a lot of things. Yeah, they just see you as like a saint, essentially. A saint or a goddess, one of those, or both. Because look at how this cat is staring up at her in wonderment. Like, huh? Are you real? That's the vibe that's coming to this person, yeah. And then we have the 10 of Imps, their passion, all this sexy energy is like kind of like overwhelming them a little bit. Like, I want to kiss them so bad. I want to do bad things to them so bad, but I can't. You know, I want to be giving to them in a certain kind of way, and in a very, you know, hot and sweaty kind of way. And I just can't, because they don't even know how I feel about them, or we haven't even been on a date yet, that kind of vibe. So they think their feelings like they know their feelings are too deep for not even having like a kiss or anything, or even held hands. Child. Judgment card is, yeah, they think they're out of their mind, is what I'm hearing. They think they're out of their mind for feeling these things. They really just can't help it, y'all. Whoever this person is, they can't help it. Like, as soon as they think that they have reached the height of their I'm hearing sexual urges for you, or their passion towards you, another one pops up out of nowhere, and they're stuck already holding a bunch and looking down like, there's more that I can feel with this person, that I can fall in love with them deeper, you know, love them even more. Yeah, that could be the thing. They're like awakening to their feelings for you. They're like, should they be this deep already? Yeah, and look at how this person's kind of like, it's like the undead coming back to life. Maybe you brought this person back to life. They thought maybe their romantic life was dead and it was over with, and then you came and brought it back to life. So I'm hearing Bring Me to Life by Evanescence, which is the perfect, very emo song for like October Halloween. Maybe this person's scared to get their heart broken, so they're scared to like ask you anything about yourself or take things to the next level because they're scared of getting their heart broken. Now, some physical characteristics about this person: they could look very young. They have a good fashion sense is what I'm getting. They dress very on brand or on theme. So they can have like a lot of brand name clothes, or they have like they only wear suits. They only wear overalls. They only wear flannel like Clark Kent in Smallville. They only wear a specific kind of thing is definitely what I'm getting, you know? I'm hearing if it's not broken, don't fix it. They know they look good in and they stick to that. They could have a hunchback, or you could have a hunchback. I don't know. It's giving, what's his name? The Hunchback of Notre Dame, Quasimodo, how his personality was so beautiful, and maybe they think that you're out of their league. You're too beautiful for them. So I'm like, come on. I'm trying to talk and I can't. It's annoying. They think you're too beautiful for them. They're like this Quasimodo in the castle hidden away for their maybe any physical deformities they may have. I just heard 10 and something. Good day. Please, what you put in that? Good day. Thank you. And I said good day. Anyway, that could be a deformity because, why is that big? Like, what you mean? You know what I mean? They're like, I got this big. And nobody to give it to. I am screaming. People are funny. Like, I could just never do a normal reading. I always gotta get crazy people because why are you saying all that? Like, relax. But yeah, physical deformities that make them like a little more self-conscious, you know? I'm hearing they could have a little bit of like a tummy, maybe their legs are too skinny. I don't know. They're just nitpicking at this point because what do you mean your legs are too skinny? I mean, I know what they mean, but please. Yeah, there's just something about that, honestly. But with these two sixes coming through here, sixes are very much like a very cozy kind of energy. I feel like especially when these two sixes come through, it's like a transition. You're moving on from something, you know? So like I said, this person's moving on. Because fives are the struggle cards. Okay, the sixes are you're finally moving on and finding your way. So this person's moving on from struggle and strife and they finally found you. And now you're a part of the thing that's making their life less, you know, struggle and strife and more, you know, happy and go lucky and peaceful kind of thing, you know? But that's enough. This person could have like very blonde hair, very light brown hair. This person could have green hair. This person could have no hair because we have two cards here. This person's bald. This person could have black hair because I'm seeing black hair from under this cap. Bald. Bald. Or like a mohawk, faux hawk, whatever you want to call it. That could be a thing as well. Or they have a haircut where it's shaved up on the sides of the head and this hair on top. I don't know men haircuts. Don't ask me. And like I said, if you're watching for women, they have long green hair, that to dye their hair. Then we have someone with long black pigtails, you know? But otherwise it's giving bald. Because even here we have two bald. So both y'all could be bald. Look at that. I wanted to say, look at God. Two bald people. That must be something. I've never seen that. That's funny. I've never seen that. Okay, so now I want to get into what about your beauty haunts them. I'm ready because it's gonna be juicy. I can already tell because your thoughts are already going wayward. Okay, these cards are so small and little. Now I kind of feel like I wish I got the big ones. Look, we have the freaking Lovers and we have the Magician at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, like what are you telling me? Nothing. This person definitely wants to be your lover. This person thinks you guys are the perfect match. It's kind of like someone who was, okay, how can I explain it? What they've written down, essentially, for a partner to want, perfectly matches who they are and what they want, you know? So please, Spirit, what about their beauty haunts them? We have the Queen of Imps. That's the Queen of Wands. Yeah, you're sexy. And then we have the Three of Bats. Yeah, you're so sexy, they think you're going to break their heart. You're a heartbreaker. Which I saw the card just didn't come out. Look, you're running away with their heart. And look, even the cat is scared. What are cats scared of? Not much. Besides cucumbers and what else? Bats? Are they scared of bats? Here we have the Two of Imps. And this is the Two of Wands. So the passion you guys both have for life. You guys are both ambitious is what I'm hearing. And this person loves your ambitious nature, because it matches their own. So like I said, everything they're looking for, because we have the Queen of Wands. She is very ambitious, and I'm going to get what I want no matter what I have to do, who I have to use, that kind of energy. Very sexy, very attractive, very commanding presence, very charming. Like, she's beautiful, but she's more sexy than anything. Like, it's giving Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, where they're like mesmerizing kind of beauty. Like, they're almost too hot to touch, essentially. So the way you dress is very confident as well. I'm hearing you're also very stylish, because out of all the queens, the Queen of Wands is the most stylish, I would say. That award goes to her, you know? And here we have the King of Bats, which is the King of Swords. So you're a very good communicator. I do feel like, I wanted to say that how you dress communicates who you are very well. So if you're very stylish and your personality is also very, basically your personality comes through your clothing, you know? So if you're very well put together, not a hair out of place, you smell good, you smell clean, your clothes are always washed, it's always well put together, you know, it's never wrinkly, that tells a lot about who you are as a person already, just through your clothing, you know? If you're someone who dresses very out there, then that says something about your personality as well. If you're somebody that dresses more conservative, but you're still sexy, you can't hide that through your clothing, then that says a lot about you as well. Like, you're someone who's very confident, you wear what you want to wear, but you don't want to wear two things that are too revealing. So you can kind of say you're maybe someone who's more closed off, or you're someone who doesn't want physical attention from the other opposite sex. That's, like, the way you dress says a lot about you, essentially. Here we have the Eight of Bats, which is the eight of, you put a lot of thought into how you dress, essentially. And sometimes you think about it too much, is the vibe that I'm getting. Which is why your clothes have to be pressed in a certain kind of way. And here we have Queen of Pumpkins. Wow. And I was going to say her, I'm like, she's the more like conservative, homely kind of queen. While the Queen of Wands is like very racy, very out there. So there's times of you dressing very ladylike. And then there's times of you dressing more sexy and seductive, which this person loves. They like give you could do both. Because it says you're comfortable being sexy, but there's a time and a place, you know. At work, it's giving, you know, button downs, it's giving, you know, pencil skirts where it's not too short, you know what I mean? It's giving sweaters if you want to be comfy and cozy. It just depends on what you want to do. But you do have the capacity to be sexy and then also comfortable as well, which is the Queen of Pentacles to me. A very quiet confidence when you're ready, but also the confidence is just always there. It's like you almost know you look good, but you're not arrogant, you know? And that's something that's very attractive to most people. They want someone who's attractive, yes, but they don't want someone who's arrogant with it. I don't think anybody does. You dress like a heartbreaker. Interesting. How does that even cross over? You dress like a heartbreaker. What does that even mean? I put a spell on you is what I'm hearing, because that's the candle here. It's a Hocus Pocus cauldron candle. And it's like they kind of get lost in the flames. I'm looking at the fire and it just keeps, you know, flowing. It's just something about you that's like hot, sexy, fiery. Attention grabbing is also what I'm getting, which is very Queen of Wands, so it definitely makes sense. Very bold, very brazen, very maybe feisty as well. But then also, like I said, you're giving the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. So sexy, bold, confident, a little bit of a spitfire, maybe a little bit argumentative, that kind of energy, a little bratty. You like to cause a little bit of trouble, you know what I mean? You're a little troublemaker, you know what I mean? Then we have the Queen of Pentacles, which is someone who is more conservative, someone who's very comfy, someone who's very cozy, someone who's very nurturing, very motherly. I would not say she's soft-spoken at all. No, that's not the Queen of Pentacles. But she's definitely someone who knows, very smart alecky as well. Very knowledgeable. Very fertile. So there could be something very fertile about your body. Very curvaceous. I'm hearing curvy. Something that goes on for miles. Maybe you guys have legs that go on for miles, or curves that go on for miles. They're scared to drive those curves because they will kind of like go off the cliff or something. So you could be very curvy. The Queen of Pentacles also gives me big boobs, bazookas, you know what I mean? Sorry. She like gives me very homely, so like very stacked up top, and maybe in the back you have like a nice bud as well. There is a vibe about you being very covered up. That's what I'm saying. Like you're very, you know, stush when you're ready. But then there's also something like razor sharp about how you dress, because the King of Swords is that kind of energy as well. Like sharp lines, you like to play with angles is what I'm getting as well. So you're gonna have the snatch waist and the hips coming out. There's something about that. Curvicatures is what I'm getting. I'm hearing very supple, the weirdest thing I've ever heard in my life. Supple calves. I don't know. You could have like very like good defined calves. Maybe you wear heels a lot. That's kind of what I'm getting, that sharpness from the King of Pentacles. You wear heels when the time comes for it, you know what I mean? When the time calls for it. Or maybe not. Maybe it's like a little bit more, you dress a little more masculine sometimes. If you're a masculine, you dress a little more feminine sometimes, since we have two feminine energies coming through. Now, there's something here about curly hair, something here about dark black straight hair, something here about red hair, something here about a goatee. So this King of Swords could be for my men who's watching this pile, okay? Because we have like very clean lines, very sharp. I'm hearing how do you call it? When you wear your shirt, you make sure it's like crispy. How do you say it? Like ironed, yeah, but no. Steamed. Like you put it on, it's almost like hard to crease is the vibe that's coming through. And I'm hearing it in my head, but it's not coming into words. It's annoying. Like something pressed. I feel like when you wear a suit, it's very like clean, sharp, this and that. You're wearing shoes are clean. You're rubbing it. Almost you can see yourself through it. You look very clean because the King of Swords is clean. Smelling clean, looking clean, a lot of showers, your hair is always washed. Like when you pass by, you leave a pleasant smell behind. You're very particular. Like I said, you have your sleeves put up, you have your cufflinks in, you have your socks on, you have your tie perfectly pressed, you know what I mean? That kind of thing is coming through, you know? Maybe very OCD about cleanliness as well. I'm hearing veiny hands, clean pedicures. Maybe you go and get like a pedicure and a manicure, and your hands are always like shiny and buffed and they're not looking scraggly and raggedy. So you put time into your appearance, which is very much appreciated. For my woman, I'm getting the weird sense of like you keep your legs shaved and smooth is what I'm getting, which is why they could have like very particular, or they're called to your calves, because you shave them and they're always shiny and smooth. And that's something that's like, oh, I just want to rub you so you could have look like you have soft skin as well. I'm hearing like a very round face, rotund. Funny. Yeah, because if we have the Queen of Pentacles holding a pumpkin, and the pumpkin's very round, so maybe some of you have like rounded tummies. I don't know where that came from, but it's coming through. With the Two of Wands, when it comes to your physical appearance and what they love about it, there's something here about like fighting people off or something, or you have people like, what do they tell women? You're probably batting guys off with a bat or something, you know, because you're so attractive. That's the kind of energy coming through for you guys. Posture is also something that's coming through as well. The kings also always give good posture, because look at how he's sitting compared to how the queens are sitting. She's kind of slumped over. She's like not as back straight as he is, but he's very much back straight, imposing kind of energy. So you can have like a very imposing presence that this person really likes, and that captivates them. Like whenever they're with you, that they're like with you, like they're here, mesmerized by your eyes. I'm hearing, okay, that just came through. Mesmerized by your posture, by the energy you exude. Okay, it's giving confidence, it's giving well put together, it's giving clean, it's giving boss or boss lady, you know. Intertwining is like everything is in its place, everything has a place, you know. Very matching as well. The colors coordinate very well. It's something that I'm getting, because that's something the Queen of Swords, that's something the King of Swords gives me. Here we have Serpent. There could be something serpentine about you as well. Very smooth, The way, I'm hearing supine. What is that? Supine, Supine. There's something very supine about your nose. I don't know. Supine is like hawkish, is it? I'm not 100% sure. There could be something hawkish about your stare or your nose or something like that. But here we have serpent. So like smooth. We have rebirth, unconventionality, and non-conformity. Interesting. And then we have metal, success, blessings, positivity. Yeah, you look like you come from money. Very well put together. Like I said, clothes are washed, they're steamed, they're pressed, and as soon as you put them on, the shirt is like no crinkles, no creases to be found. You know what I mean? You pass by and you smell like a meadow, you smell like a roses, you smell beautiful with your perfume, you look successful, like you have a good job, like you know where you're going, like you're walking with your back straight forward, and whether you're rich or not, that's the vibe you give off. Like, I have places to be, I'm late for a meeting, I'm leaving, you know? That is like the imposing boss kind of energy coming through from masculine and feminine. Like, you do cover up a lot, you know what I mean? I'm not really getting much skin here, but like your body can't be hidden through clothes, which is the vibe that I'm getting. So I'm even still seeing her hips as well, and her waist just a little bit. So no matter what you wear, your shape still comes through. There's something very prowly or on the prowl about you. Like, you know, like a little bit like come hither. I feel like I say it a lot, but that's the perfect way to describe it. Like, come hither. It's like very slow, and you don't rush, and you know what I mean? You take your time, and it's like you're, you know what I mean? Slithering, very easy moving body. Here we have blue coming through. We have yellow coming through. Yellow is solar plexus, so confident energy. They love that about you. You look confident at all times. Here we have throat chakra, and we have this blue coming through again. It's giving throat chakra. It's giving talking. You speak with confidence. You know what I mean? Or you look like you would. Then here we have pink, which is very much, you know, heart chakra. Someone told me that in the comments, where they said it's like a more elevated heart chakra. So it's like, you know, you love, beloved, exactly. Oh yes, you are love when they're with you. They feel love when they see you. They see love. That song is coming through, so go listen to it. You're still the one, Shania Twain, and that's the Queen of Pentacles as well. She takes care of her own. She's like a very motherly, taken care of. Like, I have money for you. If you need money, I got you. Or if we're going somewhere, you're walking someone on the inside of the sidewalk, whether you're a female or I mean, if you're with your man and you're a female, you're being taken care of. But you're still like, you know, people know that your man is taken care of as well, which is why he's being so lovey-dovey with you, you know? You take care of business, you get things done. But you're also someone who's not to be messed with as well, because look at how we have this little person here trying to give her this flower. Like, you're the sun, the moon, the stars, because we have the darkness in the back, and then we have the stars. There could be something about flowers for real, because we have flowers here, here, and here. So you wear flowers in your hair, you wear very flowery, frilly dresses. It's like giving like a very feminine kind of energy. Even if you're a masculine, we do have some masculines coming through, but it's like giving mostly feminine energy. And even if you're my feminines, you do have masculine energy to you as well. And for my masculines, you have feminine energy to you. So just putting that out there, because I know both watch the readings. Some of you could be 24, 32, or 42. Just extra confirmations. Doesn't have to resonate for everyone. But yeah, from head to toe, there's something about you head to toe. I feel like you could wear like toilet paper and still look good. It's what I'm hearing. Like, very fertile looking body, like I said before. And you walk like you're on a mission, because that's a Two of Wands. Like, walk like you know where you're going. You know what I mean? You have the look of someone who could break many hearts, so you have broken many hearts, okay? But I think I'm gonna leave your reading right there. There's not much that I can say. But here we have the King of Swords in the clouds, so you could always look like you're in the clouds, you're thinking about something, you're busy, on your way, that kind of thing. Don't talk to me, leave me alone. That's the kind of energy, like haughty is what I'm hearing, you know? Like Haughty. You're very haughty, uppity, okay? Not a hottie. You could be a hottie too, but I'm getting haughty, you know? Nose in the air, better than you, don't talk to me. And they look at you and just like, what are those cartoons where someone opens their mouth like, and then the tongue comes flying out and rolling? That's that. What I'm getting from you guys. Your eyes, there's also something that's coming through. They can be very scary or very imposing, very cutting. Because we have this snake here that has red eyes and it's very like, ugh, you know? There could be something here about a crown. That's what's coming through as well. A crown. You could wear crowns or something on your head. Here he has a hat with the feather coming out. I don't know what those hats are called, but you know what I mean, those hats. Yeah, there's people like always fighting over you guys. They have to kind of like come and break them apart. Like, hey, you know, they see people like, you know, what is it called? Falling over themselves to like talk to you, or falling over themselves to see you when you're walking down the street. This is kind of like giving, if you could see it from the front, wait till you see it from the back. Guys wait for you to pass. They know if they turn around, the booty gonna be bootying. You know what I mean? That kind of vibe is coming through for you guys. Guys are just so annoying, child. But yeah, I'm gonna stop here now, for real. If this reading resonated, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe. We'd love to have you. If you would ever like to book a personal reading with me, you could always get in contact with me. Use my email in the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. And as always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group 4s. Welcome to your reading. If you chose this image, you chose the number 14th, you chose the word faith, you chose the number 4, however you got here, welcome to your reading. This is part 2 in my October Halloween series. Today we're going to be getting into who is haunted by your beauty and what about your beauty haunts them. Okay, we're going to get into both topics. I'm going to try to keep it as short as I can. Each reading has been about like 40 minutes, 30 something minutes, so just putting a disclaimer out there. Halloween part 2. Yeah, we'll get into it. Okay, so I'm trying to hurry up and get through the list of things before I start losing the messages. Here we have Faith. It's giving something very innocent about you. I don't know, there's something about her white hair that gives me very innocent. It's giving very faithful, maybe something religious about you as well. Like you wear certain things on your body that signify your religion or your spiritual beliefs, whether it be a crystal on your neck or an evil eye bracelet or a crystal on your forehead, or you wear the hijab, or you wear a just something that covers your body. There's something on your physical being that indicates your religious preferences or something like that. That's you. So it's like giving very innocent, very faithful, essentially, is a vibe that's coming through. Faithful also comes through as someone who is very devoted to people, or would be devoted to people. So it's kind of like if you could have a devotion to your faith and wear the things you're supposed to and do that, can you imagine what you would be like to like a partner or a husband or a wife or something, or kids even? So you give off the person to give off the vibe of someone's like very devotional, you know. Some of you could have light hair, but I think the light or the white is more so coming through someone who's very innocent, very pure, very religious, very spiritual, is a vibe that's coming through. So you're sacred in a way, holy, you know, desecrated lands. Is it desecrated? Like if something happens there where it's desecrated, it's no longer holy, you're not that. You're like very maybe virginal, pure, innocent. That kind of energy is coming through, angelic in a way. Yeah, that's the vibe coming through for you guys. Very rule abiding. I'm hearing homely, maybe. You look like someone who would be a nice homemaker, or you should be at home. I'm getting the vibe of, now that when I go to work, I work in like a very Jewish neighborhood in New York. So when you're there, all you see is Jewish people, and they all look the same. And they listen to their religion. They wear the sweaters and they wear the long skirts. And all the little girls and all the women look the exact same. You know, sometimes it's hard to tell them apart. And it's just like, that could be the vibe for you as well. You wear the long skirts, the sweaters, you know, you'd rather be comfortable. That kind of energy is coming through for you guys. Like I said, there's something about your religion or spirituality that comes through your being, your looks, you know, whether it's the eyes you have like very wise and scary, you know what I mean? Or whether it's, like I said, the beads you wear. Some of you could walk around with rosary beads, because she has something around her neck that's like very prominent, you know, a necklace with a crystal on it, you know, that kind of thing. There's something on your person that shows your preferences, you know what I mean? That kind of vibe. But your looks just inspire hope, inspiration, and rejuvenation in people, essentially, is the vibe that's coming through for you guys. Like, you make people a believer, you make people want to worship you, or, you know more about you. They're interested, their interest is piqued, essentially. There's also a moon behind you. This is kind of giving like a kind of goddess, essentially. Like people want to worship, like I said, worship at your altar, but it's like also very sacred, something sacred, unsullied about you. Everybody can't get at you. Your energy is very pure. And there was a TikTok reading that I was, not even a reading, it was a TikTok video that I was watching, where some people are more attracted to you the more pure you are, the more you hold yourself at a different standard. You don't sleep with everyone, because you know sleeping with people involves energy intermingling or swapping, and you're the kind of person who is very particular about who you want to be with, and you have to be at a certain, not at a certain, this person has to be, or people have to be at a certain standard in order for you to consider to be with them, you know, sexually anyway. So it's like you keep your energy very pure, and people know those are the high vibrational or high vibing people, or people just know when your energy is more pure than others, kind of like, not to try to make it an elitist thing or there's something wrong with people who sleep around, but it's just like there's a certain energy or vibe of people who hold themselves to a certain standard of not sleeping with anybody or having certain standards, of the kind of vibe that's coming through. So that's the energy that's coming through for you guys, essentially. So yeah, it's also kind of giving like muse a little bit. I don't know what, there's something here about the moon behind her head that's like I was gonna say it's giving halo. It could be giving halo. There's like a sanctity. It's like giving Mother Mary or something like that coming when it comes to you and how you look. I'm hearing fresh as a daisy, dewy skin, clean girl makeup or no makeup at all. You know, long sleeves, long skirts. Your body is covered up. You don't really show much. There's no need for you to. Like, I don't think you dress for other people is essentially what this is saying. You dress for yourself, or you dress for your religion. So for my group 4s, I don't know why I started doing 4 groups. Same for me, child. Like 3 groups would have been fine. I would be done, but I'm still going, child. Okay, anyway, here we have the Magician. And I don't want to wait and do it until tomorrow. So there could be something here about you when it comes to that. Look, we have the Hierophant. That's like a spiritual leader or advisor coming through. Okay, the next card we have is the Queen of Pumpkins. The Queen of Pentacles is showing up for everybody. Yeah, that's the energy. It's like you're what can I say it? How can I say it? Your untouched goods. Like, that's not what I mean though. It's like you're untouchable, essentially. Like, that's how, like how in some things, like, guys know the girls they can walk up to and get away with certain things with, you know, and they know the girls they can't get away with certain things with, and they know you're one of those people that can't walk up to you and be like, hey, you want to come over tonight? You're gonna be like, you'll probably slap them or give them the illest look, and they're gonna be like, oh, I didn't mean that. You know, they don't know they have to deal with you with like a certain reverence, you know, is the kind of vibe that's coming through for you guys. They can't just come to you and talk to you any kind of way, and you'll be like, oh yes, of course. You're gonna be like, I have standards, you know what I mean? That's the kind of vibe that's coming through. So guys know they have to put, or anyone knows they have to put in the effort in order to be with you, is the energy that's coming through, you know? There's a certain standard you hold yourself to, and the people who you associate with too as well, okay? Here we have the Two of Bats, which is the Two of Swords. So you're very decisive. There's not anything. You're very decisive about who you are, how you dress. The Magician is also, you can change up your look very quickly as well. Like, just because you are someone who's like, you know, pure and innocent and religious or spiritual doesn't mean you dress boring. It just means that there's that energy that goes with you as well as what you're dressed as, or, you know, wearing. Look, you're pulling rabbits out of the hat. That's funny. So you're doing things that other people can't do, pulling off things other people can't pull off. You guys are giving me that group that I did, where you like walk around in like sweats or sweaters, and you just dress however you want to dress. Any of those groups, honestly, and nobody can even say anything or, you know, compete with you because you are at a different standard, you know? Very stylish is also what I'm getting as well, because she has a necklace, so accessories could be very important. There could also be something about your hands, because that came through in another reading as well. People like your hands. They're very, I'm hearing soft skin as well. So your skin looks very soft. People are like, can I touch your skin? So it's like something about you that's like very soft, very, here we have the Three of Pumpkins. I don't know, very solitary, like leave me alone. About you, your looks. And here we have the Eight of Pumpkins in reverse. Yeah, effortless. The Eight of Pumpkins upright is someone that's to put in a lot of work and master certain things. The Eight of Pumpkins in reverse is someone who has already mastered said things. What's already known doesn't have to be said or proven. It's just like an air you carry of like a queen. I don't have to tell you I'm a queen. You could feel it, you know? Or a very important person, VIP. I don't have to tell you I'm VIP. I just walk in the club and go to the VIP section. Like, what do you mean? I'm not sitting here having to boast of how good I am or how beautiful I look or how much money I make or, you know, how much why I'm so much better than you or why my standards are so high. It's just there. Either meet them or leave. That's what this person likes. So we're going to get into who the person is afterwards. So I feel like for you and group one, who you are as a person is more important than whoever like is crushing on you or whatever. Here we have the sun. Wow, exactly. We have Temperance in reverse. Yeah, there's something like very off kilter, off balance about you, or your energy putting people off kilter, off balance. For sure. The sun is like, yeah, it can't be missed. Everything revolves around me. It's giving uppity. It's giving very much in your face. Very masculine as well for my females. You have like a very masculine air where it's like you intimidate other people. But there's also a very feminine air because we had this come out first. It's like a very vibrant, bright. Maybe you like to wear a lot of bright colors, very flowery things because we have flowers coming through here. Very feminine. You dress very feminine. Don't even get me wrong. Very feminine, but your presence, your energy is masculine. It burns very bright. People are scared to look directly into it the same way they're scared to look directly into the sun because it'll burn your corneas, okay? We have sunflower energy here, so it's also giving me a little bit of the Queen of Wands because she always has sunflowers on her card. So it's like, yeah, you look and you grow towards the sun. I think that's why they're called sunflowers, because they grow up towards the sun, and because they also, like, wherever the sun is that's where they're pointing. I think that's the whole lore of sunflowers, or why they're called sunflowers. And look at how they're just right directly in front of the sun. So don't look too hard, don't look too close. You might get burned, you know, with your eyes. Maybe your eyes could burn, or just your beauty burns people. I don't know. But there is something very abundant, very powerful and warm and vibrant about your energy as well. Like, this person will take care of me. They got me. Like I said, very homely, motherly, matronly, matriarchy, something like that about you. You be pulling tricks out of hats. Like, you are very, like, you know how to put an outfit together really well and make it like something that's not even the most expensive, the best. You make it look really good. It's something that is coming through for you guys as well. Like, it's not even a choice. You just look good. You can't not look good, you know? You know how there's some people who just wake up and, like, you can throw in anything. It doesn't work for them. You get up, throw on something, and even if you weren't trying, it ends up looking good. That's the kind of energy you guys give me, like, laid back, chill. Temperance in reverse is definitely giving me you're not laid back and chill, though. You can be very chaotic and a little all over the place. And I love how I unknowingly or just instinctively put it under the Two of Swords, which is like you come off as someone who you didn't think too much about your outfit. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. How will they know? Maybe you'll know. But the Temperance in reverse is like you're not chill about it, but the Two of Swords, like, you're very decisive about it. You're decisive about being the chill person, the person who's not putting too much thought into looking balanced. Maybe you wear very masculine pieces with very feminine pieces and you make it look good, and people are like, how? And you're just like, well, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe I have very manly shoulders. Who knows? And it works well with the rest of my physique because I'm also feminine and I'm also masculine. So very split down the middle, you know? You could be like one of the girls who have like bigger shoulders, you know, bigger bones, that kind of thing, more sturdy, very strong. Because the sun is that kind of energy. It's also Leo energy, so you stand apart from the crowd because you look more masculine, you dress more masculine, or there's something about your body that's like standing out. It can't not be seen. The sun cannot be missed, you know? So you may try to hide your body beneath clothes, but you can't, you know? So like giving a little bit of group 3 if you feel called to group 3. So Ace of Pentacles in reverse is kind of like, I don't know. I don't want to say, maybe you thrift shop is the vibe that I'm getting. You don't spend too much money on your clothes, which could be something that people admire you. Not even people, this person. The way that I said people, I do feel like it's more than one person who admires you or is haunted by your beauty. They see you and they're like, oh my gosh, I want to look like her. Or how does she put her outfit together so well and make everything match so beautifully, that kind of energy. And it looks like it wasn't even the most expensive stuff. So it could be people who are like, oh, I spent all this money trying to look like this and it didn't work, but you just threw on whatever and it worked for you. That's kind of energy that's coming through as well. Like things that were handed to you but not. Something like that. I want to get one more card, or however many cards come out. Burn very brightly with the sun. Group 4, please. Ooh, give away too many. Ooh, we have the key. Look at that. And that more of that yellow coming through. For you guys have my most colorful pile by far. In the cards, especially, I've gotten the most colors. So I feel like out of all the groups, you wear the most colors. Because there's like a very specific color scheme for a few of the piles. For you guys, it's like everything. You don't have like a specific color scheme. We have apprentice. Interesting. We have higher education, beliefs, wisdom, period. That's what I was talking about at the beginning. And then we have time. Planning, making decisions, and taking risks. That's what I was saying as well. With the whole planning, you look like you didn't plan, but you actually did. You look like you just woke up and threw it on, but you put in the effort, because it's not effort. It is effortless, but like they don't know that you put an effort behind it. So it looks like everything just came together that way, but it didn't, because you put thought into it. If that makes sense. Hold on, I think that's what I'm going to take, is this. And one fell out, so maybe this one. Ooh, we have beast. Conflict, competition, and oppressors. That almost fell out. So people could want to compete with you. That could be something coming through. People want to compete with you. Interesting. Okay, you're just a beast. Like, and that's like a good thing, honestly, because when people are like very good at sports or very good at one specific thing, people like say like you're a beast. So that could be what that means as well. Or you're just good at conflict. You could be. See, what you're giving is mean mugging. That could be a thing. You could have RBF. That's what's coming through as well. Because it looks like I should be scared of you, but I'm also intrigued as well. Like when you see, at least when I see specific animals you're supposed to be scared of, I'm like, oh my gosh, that lion is so cute. That tiger is so cute. Like, I want to pet it. And people are like, are you dumb? Like, that happened one time. I was at like a zoo with my friend, and I was like, there was like a lion. No, it was a tiger. And it was like so big and long. And I'm like, I just want to go pet it. She's like, are you stupid? You want to go pet the tiger? I'm like, yes, it's cute. And she's like, you're crazy. I'm like, no, I'm not. So that's the kind of energy, like, you know, people want to come and pet you because you're intimidating but cute at the same time. Essentially is the energy that's coming through. And it's like people know you won't have a hard time. Like, I don't want to say popping off, because that's not, you don't give the vibe of like popping off, but it's kind of like, you know, clap back. You have no problem like speaking your mind and saying what needs to be said. If people like get too close or look too hard, it's kind of like what are you looking at? Can I help you? That kind of energy. But they can't help but look, but they still don't want to. They're kind of scared. That's the kind of energy that's coming through for you guys. So we have the key, inner calling, clarity, intention. So yeah, very intent. See, And then we have planning, making decisions, and taking risks. So you do all of the above with this. You plan certain outfits, then sometimes you have to make certain decisions about if you want to wear this or not, and then you also do take risks as well. But you always look like, you know, young and youthful and, you know, glowy with that whole hope, inspiration, rejuvenation. Your skin is always glowy, you know what I mean? Fresh as a daisy kind of energy. You never look tired and worn down. Funny. Okay. And then we have, okay, so let me focus on one at a time. So we went over beast, we have apprentice, higher education, beliefs, wisdom. What was I saying about this card up here with faith? You look like you come from, like you either dress from your specific religion that's like very distinct, or you look like someone who, because an apprentice is what? Someone who is, how can I say it? A tool, an instrument in making their religion a thing. I don't know why I'm saying it like that, but it's they're an instrument or a tool essentially for a higher power. That's the vibe that's coming through for you guys. Because if we don't have faith, hope, inspiration, rejuvenation, then we have higher education, beliefs, and wisdom. An apprentice is someone who helps push, I don't want to call it an agenda, because it's not an agenda, but you help push certain things forward with how you dress, maybe. So it's like giving fashion forward, or maybe inspiration. People get inspiration from how you dress. Now you see, I was saying something about here, y'all. I didn't say. I said it before, and someone got mad at me. Y'all don't have big backs, okay? You just have more bone density than most people, because we have these two giants here sleeping under the sun. So it's like you cannot be missed. That's basically what I'm trying to say. So like I said, even if you're a lady who's trying to like hide how you dress or hide how you look or hide certain things, because like I'm also seeing that which comes through pretty often, that scene from Degrassi where I think his name was Adam. He was trying to cover his boobs because he was a guy. He identified as man. And in the show, he would like tape it down so it looked like he was like had no chest. Like even if you try to do things like that, people can still tell. Because even I feel like even though Adam in the show like was when it identified as a guy, their face was very girly, was pretty. So you could tell that, oh yeah, you know what I mean, that kind of thing. So maybe some of you, if you are what is it called, identify as the opposite sex, there's androgynous was coming through as well in another reading. So I guess that can go as well. If you're a guy, you dress feminine, you pass as feminine, and if you're a girl, you're more masculine, but you pass. See, that's what I'm talking about. I can't explain it properly right now. But androgynous, or if you're a guy, you look more like a girl. That's some guys are very pretty, and then there's some girls who are more masculine looking. I'll leave it right there. Okay. But yeah, like I said, these big old giants under the sun. You can't miss a giant. A giant is literally impossible to not see. Like, okay, higher education. You look educated. Higher education. That's the Queen of Pentacles right there. You look smart, very composed, put together. It's giving a little bit holier than thou. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Also very intimidating as well. It's kind of like I know more than you, and because I know more than you, I'm not superior to you, but it makes people nervous, you know, a little bit. And temperance is also a kind of energy of being very composed and not going out of character energy. And that is because I always say, because the card came out, the energy is there, but sometimes when it comes out in reverse, the energy is muted, or you know, because some people say, oh, when the card is in reverse, is the complete opposite of what the card means. And that could be true. But I do feel like because the card came out, you are very like, because temperance is someone who does things in moderation. You can like balance both, more masculine and more feminine. But it's kind of like, you don't mean to do it. Like, I don't know. What am I trying to say? Temperance in the verse is there. So temperance is moderation, balance, that kind of thing. But it's kind of like maybe you resonate, not resonate's the right word. You tip more in one way than the other. It's essentially what the vibe that I'm trying to give out here. Or the vibe that you're trying to give out. I don't know. But the Ace of Pumpkins in reverse, I don't know why this is in reverse. The Three of Pumpkins reverse is someone who is very much, don't talk to me, leave me alone, RBF. Ace of Pumpkins is someone who has something to offer, but the offer is off the table, is basically what I'm saying, unless you come right. That's what I was saying earlier. No, I haven't really gone over the key. So that's basically what, okay, so yes, if you have the key to unlock a locked door, that's what sets you apart from other people, because you have the key and other people do not. That's essentially what I think this is saying, that inner calling, clarity, intention. I don't know, yeah, like I said, your beliefs come through very strongly with your looks. I don't know how you dress. Let me know in the comments, please. I'm interested. How you dress definitely speaks a lot about like what you believe in as well. That's the vibe that's coming through. Because I'm not going to say this guy in the magician card looks like a magician, but he looks very like out there, like he has like an official job. The Queen of Pentacles is giving me very Renaissance. It's not Renaissance though, it's medieval times. That's what that is. Medieval times, Renaissance fair. Maybe you guys are like into dressing like that as well. What else is coming through? So we have yellow. We have a little bit of burnt sienna, which is giving very fall. So maybe some of you give off fall, or fall is your favorite aesthetic. So people see, yeah, it's giving brown. It's not even giving, yeah, it's giving burnt sienna brown, that kind of vibe. So you wear like a lot of browns. You also have burnt orange. Let me stop. Orange, no, yellow. The fact that I said orange is important as well, because this is kind of giving me a mixture of both. It's giving pink, but also peach. So that could be like somebody's favorite color. We have blue, we have yellow, and then we have like a brown kind of color. So like I said, those could be your favorite colors, or your favorite colors to wear, the best colors you look good in. Some of you could have big old scary eyes as well. I think I said that earlier. I'm not sure. Or it was in another group, but you guys as well, because we have this owl here, and owls, they have big old eyes to see with, my dear, okay? And it's like a big old owl too. So an imposing, scary owl. This is giving me the owl from the episode of Avatar: The Last Airbender, where they're trying to seek knowledge from that library. Funny. They're trying to steal a book or scrolls from the library, and the owl was stopping them from leaving. And he's like, child, I'm gonna tell y'all, and I'll be real with you. Tell me that owl was not scary. For those who know what I'm talking about, that owl scared the daylights out of me. I did not like him. He was huge for no reason. So yeah, you guys are very big, imposing, tall for some of you. Others of you, you're not, but you give off the energy of being that. Okay, so I'm going to put these cards to the side and get into the who of it all, because these may still be important. Or I may pull more cards for the who, but we're going to keep the anchoring energy. Okay, who? Doesn't that sound like an owl? Who? Okay, who is this person? Who's haunted by them? Please. My group fours. Oop. This is a big old chunk. Okay, 6 of pumpkins. We have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Interesting. I'm hearing back burner. We have Queen of Ghosts. Wow, we're getting a Queen of Cups. Interesting. We have a 10 of Bats, a 10 of Swords in reverse. We have a 4 of Imps, a 4 of Wands in reverse. So this is already giving me a little bit of like past energy. Maybe someone you could have a little bit of history with, maybe. Or it doesn't even have to be history. It could be someone you've met before. 4 of Pumpkins is 4 of Pentacles. Six of Pumpkins is someone you could have helped with something, someone you were nice to that one time, someone you gave something to, someone you did something for, okay? The Wheel of Fortune in reverse is definitely giving me something about maybe not being in contact, or not talking to them, or being out of sorts, or I don't know, like maybe there was a falling out that could have happened. Only take what resonates. The Queen of Ghosts is a Queen of Cups. It's just someone who is very in touch with their emotions, okay? So someone who's like feeling a lot of things, someone who's very nice, someone who's they're more docile than you, I would say. So someone who gives off like an innocent air. The 10 of Swords in reverse is someone who's been through a lot. So I feel like this is someone who was going through a lot, and you kind of helped them. And that's why we have this faith card coming through here. You gave people faith. You did something nice to them. And that's the kind of energy that I was saying. Or was that for group 3? So yeah, some of you could have felt called to group 3. Or you're coming from group 3. Because some of their energy is coming in here to your reading. Like people know that they'll be saved, or you'll help them, or you'll be very generous with them, you'll be very nice to them. And it was someone who needed some kindness at a time, you know, who needed kindness at the time. You gave it to them. Or someone who's very kind to you, someone who gave to you, someone who wants to be very kind and generous with you, you know. someone who you're not in contact with right now, the Wheel of Fortune reverse, but they have a lot of feelings for you. And they're very like sweet, very deep, intense emotions. And I don't think it's even like overly like, I don't want to say like sexual. It's not overly like sexual, but it's just like a lot of positive feelings for you. This person was enchanted by how nice you were. This person was enchanted to meet you. That song is coming through by Taylor Swift. I was enchanted to meet you. Please don't fall in love with someone else. Like that energy is coming through. So please don't fall in love with someone else. Yeah, so someone you could have been, like I said, you're on the outs with. They're on the outskirts of your life right now. At one point you guys were on, the wheel was upright. Now it's in reverse. So it's kind of like your time with them was over, but they're still hoping you may not fall in love with someone else. So like I said, a little bit of a past energy coming through. They still have a depth of a lot of emotions for you, you know. And like I said, they're not even mostly physical. They're mostly like just like you left the stamp on this person. Maybe spiritually, there could be a spiritual connection here, because Queen of Cups is the more, you know, watery, spiritual, psychic connections kind of vibe, you know. But Ten of Swords is definitely an energy of not moving on, because an end is an end, you know. Ten of Swords is an end of something, you know, the end of emotional turmoil, the end of mental turmoil. This person's still in turmoil over losing you, you know, because they felt a very psychic, a very physical, a very spiritual connection with you. Now it's like you're just gone from their life, and that's something they're dealing with. The Four of Wands in reverse is someone who pictured a future with you, going to the altar, getting married with you kind of energy, and now that's been turned on its head because it's not in effect anymore. The Four of Wands, you know, it's not even on the table anymore. The Wheel of Fortune is fate, destiny. This person thought they were going to be your destiny. They thought they were going to be your happily ever after, but they just didn't end up being that. And the Four of Pumpkins is them still holding very tightly onto that energy of that feeling you gave them, of the feeling of you, you know. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Gold, which is the Eight of Cups moving on. Exactly. Someone's having a hard time moving on, because sometimes cards at the bottom of the deck is the energy that we are not seeing. So this person's like trying to move on, but they're having a harder time than you even realize, essentially. So maybe this is someone you know, you thought they got over you, thought things were over, and they really haven't, essentially. Which is why they could be praying to get you back as well. Who is this person? Please, Spirit, who is this person that's haunted by them? We have the King of Pumpkins. Yeah, someone who wanted to settle down with you, someone who's looking to have like a wife, and they're seeing you as wife material. It's giving earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, and a lot of pumpkins. 6 of pumpkins, 4 of pumpkins. Someone has a lot to offer you, or a lot they want to offer you, but they kind of lost their chance, maybe. Yeah, there's something here about like turmoil. They lost the physicalness of you, but they still, and look, the sun came out again. Yeah, you were their sunshine, their happiness. They don't have it anymore. They lost the physicalness of you. So no, the wands that did come out is in reverse. No more wands came out. So the being in your physical energy, your physical realm, touching you, kissing on you is gone. Or even just being around you is gone, but the emotions are still there, because you can't, just because you're not with someone or not next to them doesn't mean the emotions are just going to go away. Those are still definitely there. They're still fighting those and thinking about you very often on that front. And I do feel like this is someone who wants to make like a physical offer, or wish they could like touch you physically again. Someone you could have been married to, someone you could have been in a long-term relationship with, because that's what the King of Pentacles gives. Long, committed. This person could be a father as well. The King of Pentacles gives me father. Very successful, very abundant kind of person as well. The sun is also Leo energy, so this person could have been a Leo. With the Queen of Ghosts, we have Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. But the sun is definitely the biggest, and the Wheel of Fortune is the fixed signs. So it is Taurus, Scorpio coming through again with these two, Leo coming through again, and then we have Aquarius, which is coming through for the first time. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Empress. Yeah, so someone who has not gotten over you, really and truly. Put that right there. Someone who has not gotten over you. Someone who's a bull. I think King of Pentacles is either predominantly Taurus or Capricorn energy. So someone who's very stoic, someone who's very hard to read, fatherly, ruled by Saturn. Maybe you were their lesson, because Saturn does represent lessons. So maybe you were a lesson in their life. You were their spiritual awakening. They were supposed to learn a lot by losing you, and they want things like to come back around because they may have learned their lesson. They have matured, that kind of energy, and now they have more to give you at this point in time, and they would like a do-over essentially. But right now the wheel is still in reverse, so that destiny is placed on hold or hasn't come into fruition yet, essentially what they want. But the sun is like still very, they still feel very moved by you. And look at how we have two giants here. They're conjoined though. There's nothing separate about them. It's one body, two heads. That's that psychic connection I was talking about. They feel a connection to you even though you're not apart. I mean, even though you are apart. See, you're not apart in their head. They said they still feel connected to you even though you're not apart. What do you mean? Even though you're not together, they still feel very conjoined with you. They still feel very attached to you, connected to you. And they feel like they're on the chopping block or on the board waiting to get stabbed or something because they lost you, or they feel like they're being punished. And I feel like they kind of are too, since Saturn came through. They feel like they're being punished by you. Oh boy. There is something about your hair that's coming through here for this person. I mean, for both of you could have nice hair, okay? But like I said here, the white hair coming through, it's like there's something very, like, I feel like around your head and behind it, and for like a glow about your head. That's where everything kind of emanates from. It's like a very strong crown chakra and third eye chakra. So it like kind of glows or emanates a vibe that people cannot like ignore, essentially. So like your face can be like very beautiful, very gorgeous, and the rest of you kind of disappears like a floating head, essentially. This person's very, like, your face is very pretty to them. Like I said, your hands as well, because her hands are coming through here as well. The Empress is everything, but the Empress is also very beautiful. You know, I don't think she's more so like a body energy. That's the Queen of Wands, but the Empress is all of the queens combined. And I feel like we've had all the queens except the Queen of Swords. So very nurturing, very kind, very caring. That did come through in the first part with the Queen of Pentacles. You take care of people. You kind of help them. You guide them. That is also the Queen of Pentacles. You guide them and give them good advice. You're very good at giving advice. That's something they like about you as well. That's not physical. But there is something about your hair. Because here we have the Bride of Frankenstein, and her head is, her hair goes very high, okay? So you could have like really big poofy hair, very wavy, curly hair as well. But you look good in yellow, for real. You could give a little bit of like black cat energy, even though, yeah, it is giving hard to obtain, hard to pin down. Like, because black cats are hard to get close to. Cats decide when you can come close to them. That's you. And maybe right now you've decided this person can't come close to you. So they're just like, waiting, feeling like they're on this wheel of torture, waiting for you to let them back into your life kind of energy, maybe. But this is mostly giving definitely someone I feel like you have had some kind of past with, and they're still holding on very tightly to you. They're still very possessive of you. If this is someone you want nothing to do with, you might have to go through a little extra to get them out of your energy, because these are very powerful cards coming through. Queen of Cups, so they're still psychically a part of you. And we have this person who is part mermaid. The Queen of Cups, part mermaid. So this person's like very strong psychically. They have a very strong psychic link with you, which is why even though you're apart, it doesn't feel like you are. So like I said, if you want to get rid of this person, you're not interested at all, there's something you're going to have to do, like a cord cutting or something, to get this person out of you there, because they're very attached to you in the psychic world. And that's like sometimes even harder to break than physical distance, you know, or physical closeness. It's hard to break. Because if someone's still in your mind and still tugging on your emotions, that's like, you're not going to be able to let them go. Because they're like, nope, I'm not letting go. They're not letting go, so you have to let go if you don't want them back anyway. Very, very resolute about what they're doing with the Queen of Pentacles. His eyes are closed, like nobody can tell me that I'm wrong or that I'm right. I didn't ask for your opinion. I'm doing what I want to do. This person, so they're very stubborn, very hard-headed. And the fact that we have the bulls here definitely resonates that this could be Taurus energy. So Taurus energy is coming through heavily, because the Hierophant didn't want to come out. Yeah, but then we have the Wheel, which is Taurus. Then we have this, which is Taurus as well. So that's coming through. And like I said, Leo coming through twice as well as the water sign Scorpio, because that is one of the signs associated with the Queen of Cups, okay? The Empress is also Taurus and Libra energy as well. Wow, so Taurus coming through for the win here. This person could definitely be a Taurus, or they're just like very set in their ways kind of vibe. They're very sensual as well. They get very excited to see you. It's another indicator of who this person could be. I'm hearing they could use a lot of exclamation points in their messages. That could be a little extra tidbit for somebody. This is also giving me astral traveling. Look at how I was wondering what the ghost was making me feel. It's like giving, the cup is her cup. The ghost is coming out of the cup, and the ghost can travel, astral travel to wherever they want to go. This person could be spying on you, like I said, psychically or spiritually. Please protect yourself if you don't want this person. Like, I feel like you're very strong and have a lot of boundaries spiritually, but just, you know, doesn't hurt to stock up, or, you know, make sure those boundaries are extra firm and hold. Because this person here don't got no boundaries, child. I'm telling you. They ready to knock down everything and come back and get your behind. If you want that, then good for you. If you don't, then you know what I said, okay? But I'm going to leave the reading right there. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment. Can I give you anything more about this person? This person could have wavy hair as well. This person is giving like very generic Joe Schmo. You know what I mean? They have like blonde hair. They could have brown hair as well. They wear button-up shirts, and they could have what is it called? They could hold pens in their pocket, their shirt pocket, if you can see there. Someone who loves the water as well. Someone who loves dressing up on Halloween. Someone who loves Halloween in general. Someone who loves costumes. Someone who works a lot. Someone who's always tired. I'm hearing someone whose bones are creaky. Because the way these are peas, and the way peas snap in order, you have to snap them in order to open them. It's like just creaky bones, you know? But I think that's it for you guys. I can't think of anything else. Like I said, they just be cheesing as well. So that could be another indicator. They could have big, wide old eyes the same way as you, but I think in a different way. But yeah, that's about all that I have for y'all. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe. We'd love to have you. If you would ever like to book a personal reading with me, you could always get in contact with me using my email in the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you watch this reading. And as always, I will see gorgeous people in the next one. Bye.